Hey guys, good evening. Welcome back to our channel. Hey beautiful people. Hey Obodo fam, I always saloto. I greet you na special. Welcome to this special edition of our show. How on a day? I hope you are good. Happy Wednesday. I always saloto. Thank you so much for being here. Apologies for my late starts. Oh my God. Say anytime we need to present, to you guys, we need to make an effort so that it will not be like we just woke up from the bed. When you're working from home, you don't need to make efforts. You can wear your pajamas and you just sit down on your table and you're doing your work. But when you're coming to meet people of timber and caliber, like Obodo Farm, you gotta be ready. You need to be ready. So thank you so much everyone for being here. I appreciate you. Give us a thumbs up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight is gonna be hot. We are here to talk about japa, and I've got my guest who incidentally we spoke about japa together only last week. Mabel is here. So you guys remember Mrs. Rancis, she was here last week, so she's here with me again. So I'll bring her to the studio. But before we start the discussion, there's a few talking points that we need to. There are some things that we need to go through. Hello, guys. Welcome. Good afternoon. I throw a salute. How is everybody? We are here to discuss Brother Tiamiyu. Tiamiyu is the most hated man in Nigeria today. He is getting the heat of what it
Too
means
much.
for
Too
you to be on
much.
the wrong side of Nigerians. You don't want to be on the wrong side of Nigerians. Trust me. Not in this day and age. Hello, Mrs. Rancis. Hello,
Good
gorgeous
evening.
Mabel. Welcome, darling. How are you?
I'm all right.
We
I'm
talked about
fine, thank
Japa.
you.
How is
Auntie
the
B,
family?
coincidentally, we're wearing like almost the same thing. Like,
You see, and we didn't plan it. The same style, same
yes,
almost
so
color. You got
Auntie B,
yellow.
we're following you at the back. We're following you. We want to be
You
like you.
gotta look,
We
you
have to
gotta look
keep up.
hot. Mm-hmm. You
Auntie B, you look
gotta.
amazing. I love your makeup.
Thank
Amazing.
you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for
You look
having me.
fantastic. You're welcome.
Thank
Now,
you.
very soon they will know you like man of prestige on this platform because anytime I want to talk of Japa, you are my
I'm
go-to
here. I
person.
full ground.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you, ma.
Thanks everybody for being here. Please give us a thumbs up. Samolu said that
No, ma.
Tamiyu is more hated
No,
than
ma.
Buhari and Tinubu combined.
And even Yul Edochie. Add Yul Edochie to that one. All of them.
This guy is beating more than he
Man.
can chew. Maybe what did we say the other day? Last week we were doing this show. Did we not say that all you people that are sheshe day, you should be careful with giving advice? Did I not say that? That you people
Auntie
just come
B.
here within 6 months,
We
two
don't
months.
turn now we know everything.
Now the
Now we don't the
immigration
advice.
experts.
Oh,
Now.
now us, now we.
Na to talk na in land Tamiyu for hot water we dey today. So Tamiyu.
Hey, hey. No be lie, Auntie B.
I go check
Wow.
Tiamiyu page for Instagram. I never heard of this young man before. I don't even know
You know
him.
he's following me. I go in page, I see follow back.
It's
I
a
say you
lie.
and who? I swear they follow me. I say you and who they follow who back.
I go check Tamiyu. So make a first look because they say he's been doing a lot of videos about jackpot and things like that. Out
Mm-hmm.
of all the things where they drag am for the one wey pay me pass. The one wey pay me pass now because of Tamiyu. Oyibo know the meaning of jackpot now.
He pay
British
me
people
rich
know the
blood.
meaning of jackpot. Now that
He
one pay
pay
me
me
pass.
rich. Our team, our inside house talk. Ah, no. He didn't try. Kai. No. Like, what was he thinking? What was going through his mind? And
Okay,
to be some
so
people, they support him. You know, say everybody get fans. You know, say everybody for this life get fans. Even that brother
eh,
Ekene that year, if you still
eh,
get fans.
of
People,
course.
yeah, I did a video about him on my channel today. I got a comment. Somebody said, but he said the truth. I'm just like, you guys don't even get the point. You guys don't even get the point.
For people that are saying he said the truth, we'll get to it. First of all,
Yeah,
it's not everybody that knows what we're talking about. Mostly people on
yeah.
social media and people who live in the UK will know why this man has been trending today. All right, and you know something? This life, make we just the cash jeje because when your nyash go there outside there, people that know you. Did you see the comments? Somebody said that they know him from way back in
From
Nigeria,
school.
that he's
Yeah.
always been like this. This is his nature.
Personality.
So this is the person that we're talking about tonight. We're talking about Japa. Last week we did a show about Japa, and I was telling you guys that UK people, all these recent Japa to UK people, they know they let us drink water, put up for grants.
We came to take over Auntie B. We
Hmm.
just come, we just there everywhere.
Nine land Tiamiyu for inside hot water now. Who are done there here? Me, I don't there here 17 whole years. I know they give immigration advice. If person come meet me, say one thing, I say I beg, I don't know. Go the website, go find out, do your own
Yeah.
research, do your own
Research.
work. This guy literally came to UK, according to what the people are saying about him, less than 1 year, less than a
Yeah.
year ago. So somebody posted this because they are dragging him right, left, and center now. And they said that he came in October last year. This is what he posted, that he's manifesting some waiting, some urge into existence. Lagos today, London tomorrow. Grateful soul. Sheshe day. You know what even the meaning of Sheshe day?
I was
I
going to
just
ask.
I just arrive. I just come.
Hey, hey,
I just come. I be Sheshe
Sheshede.
day for Yoruba. It just come. If you just come somewhere, you get to fair use your leg baba for ground like this. They well learn wetin dey happen for the land first. I know say when you're a content creator, you're always looking for content, right? And it
Yeah.
seems like all this jackpot is a very good content, for people because people
People.
are thirsty for information about how to come. And because we already established say Nigerians too like being handed information, they don't like doing their own work. To think that this Tiamiyu came as a dependent, they say he came as a dependent.
Just yesterday here. 1 year. Less than a year. Hmm.
Tiamiyu. You see why Nigerians are judging you. You see, you came literally 8 months ago. What do you know about Oyibo
Wow.
people? What do you know about British people?
Igbo people.
British people,
Hmm.
when they say they buy you like this, they smile. They smile like
Smile.
this, they say,
Hey.
thank you, please, thank you. I tell you, I say they're polite. So for
And to be
politeness,
this
they
thing
want to
about them, and to be sorry to cut you short, this thing about them, no matter how they tell you, you're not going to understand until you experience them. I've had my own fair share. They keep telling me these things. I hear it, but I don't understand until they do me.
Oyibo, British Oyibo go nice to you. One fire you call you inside office, go see the polite to you, go see the police, Oyibo, critical police,
Mm,
won't arrest you. He won't
mm.
arrest you. Maybe you do something, they won't arrest you. You go to say, sir, you go to say, sir, you go to say, na, sir, you go say you, till go say you enter their motor, put handcuffs for your hand. Anyway, make I give you
Oh
some
my
background
god.
information before we begin the discussion, right? So, what happened? The whole thing started with our home secretary. You see, all these people, all of them, they know what they do. So this home secretary, they like to use Asians for some reason to be home secretary. Now, home secretary is like
Oh.
minister of foreign affairs. That's the equivalent in Nigeria. So they are the ones, and
Mm.
UK has, we don't have a written constitution in the UK. I don't know how many of you know that. We don't have, it's not like America where you have your amendments and your constitution that you guys always refer to, and your constitution is a big deal over there. Here, the UK has an unwritten constitution. So all these parliamentarians, they make policies, they change policies, they do everything. Now, make I first establish some things so you guys that don't understand this country where they call United Kingdom. So you see, wait, what a white British cannot do, because they are trying to be politically correct. They will put somebody who
Mm.
comes from a background where they are foreigners. Maybe the parents are foreigners, like this madam that you guys are saying now. That is what they always do. They will put the person there, or they will put a black person there so that the black person will do it. So that when ethnic minorities are talking, they will say, now person now. Now person now is the person. After all, my parents are second generation immigrants. My parents are first generation immigrants. That is their talking point.
Wow.
This is what they always do. So they put this woman there, Priti Patel. Oh Jesus! When that one was there, that one is another immigrant, first generation immigrant, or the second generation, wherever she come from. That one, what did she do? The history that she created in Home Office. You need to go Google her to see how many cases of complaints there against her. What did she do to her staff for there? Look, 10% of what that woman, that woman they call Priti Patel, what she did, Oyibo cannot try it.
Wow.
She did it. And what happened? When the new government came, they promoted her and gave her a post, another post. So this is how they play their games. This is how they play their politics. You understand? We were with they here, we know.
No, we don't even know. Yeah.
You guys know, you don't know jack. You don't know anything.
Nothing.
When I just they come, when I don't know what they happen for this country. Instead of when to sit down, look, fair observe what they happen. No.
We say one they
go jump in. Now go begin to do. I shall say when they call Tiamiyu, say they want to interview him. BBC.
Joy.
It would have been so. You'll be bugaing. BBC. BBC wants to interview me. He was flattered. Now he begin open mouth. Wow. They talk. Wow. Now the man they ask a question. They talk. They talk.
Hi.
But I will show you two different interviews, and then you will see what it means to live here for a long time, to understand the culture and what it means when you are a Sheshede. There's a difference. I will show you the video of Tiamiyu, and I will show you the video of one Dr. Obina, who is a second Dr. Emeka, who is a second generation immigrant that he came here to the UK. His father came here to the UK. He came with the father as a child, and he's grown up here, and he was trained here. He's British Nigerian, and he understands these people very well. So we'll show those interviews. But first of all, I wanted to tell you guys about this new policy. So they said the new policy is that they want to ban Nigerians and other international students from bringing their family members to the UK unless you are doing PhD course. There's a crackdown. This was announced by the Home Secretary, Suella Braverman. And they said that the reason why they are doing this is because a lot of these immigrants are coming. This is legal migration, or not illegal, legal migration. They pay their school fees. They bring their dependents, just like you, maybe. So imagine maybe you coming to the UK to do that master's that you came to do with pregnancy and a toddler without your husband. You for survive them?
Impossible. And to be impossible. You don't get how.
You for survive that 1 year of doing, how many months? 18 months of doing studies and 2 babies. So they said that the new policy will start in January. The other day we were doing the show, we're telling you people about how everybody who is relocating, they are all on social media. We also told you that all these people, they are watching, they observe. Mona, calm down. Now the difference between black people and Asians be that.
We're having this conversation.
Hey,
we're too loud. We're too show.
Asians, they go don't bring the whole of their country before you know.
Plus their grandmama.
They go bring the whole of their country. Nobody go know. Anything when Nigerians especially they do, they must expose them for the whole world to know. Say, we there here, oh, now we there do oh, now so they go make noise till that thing goes spoil. Any immigration now only immigration work unko, business unko, anything when Nigerians enter until they spoil them, their body know the rest. Because we cannot just know how to do things under the radar. No.
It's sad though. They do us to Auntie B, they do us.
When the average Nigerian will come here, when he cross the bridge finish, you go burn and make other people know if he cross. You see why they back the way people they mad for Tiamiyu. Tiamiyu, everybody they put their frustration out on Tiamiyu. You go some certain boroughs. I worked in some boroughs in London. When they say people they collect benefits, I never see that thing before. One house like that, you go see a house where they give people where they say they know they work. They are on benefits. If you see a house, that house, Papa and Mama go there. The children go there. All the sons go down marry. They there with their wife and children. Now there they go they save money so they buy houses to come out. If not Nigerians, if not black people for we are never. It won't happen. Now we will go tell people say, this house where would they stay so? No, this so that. Now we sell ourselves out to the systems and authorities. So this madam announced this thing. Of course, I'm not surprised. I knew it was coming. I already knew it was going to happen. I knew it was a question of time. Because again, we Nigerians, we don't know what they call out to do something, to do them well. Not even just not doing it and being loud about it, but how to do it in moderation.
Moderation is the word.
No, we don't know how to do anything in moderation. No, we don't sabi moderation. You need to say Auntie B, Asians bought majority of real estate property in Vancouver and Toronto, Canada for years in cash and poor cash. By the time the government discovered they all own properties, if now our people, man of prestige, diarrhea mouths. Tiamiyu for that announce and say, you know the one who pay me, apart from the fact say teacher, you go with japa mean. He also tell them, say nobody spends £15,000 for a master's program.
Like, why would he say that?
He said nobody spends 15,000. Like that 15,000 is not an investment on your future, on yourself, on your children. And he also said that Nigerians are using programs like master's program to japa. That's what they want to japa, and that's the one people are saying. But he's telling the truth. He's telling the truth. That's his own truth. Other people generally want to go to school.
Obviously, that's exactly my point.
Back in the day, people came to school here. They didn't stay. They went back to Nigeria to get to live. Nobody stayed here. So let's listen to the interview. But we hear what Brother Jamiu had to say to BBC.
Sheshede.
Sheshede. Now Sheshede, oh. Sheshede, they confess like wizard. But hear what he get to talk.
Foreign postgraduate students can no longer bring family members with them unless they're studying on specific research programs. The announcement's been made 2 days before official statistics are expected to show net legal migration has hit a record 700,000 this year. Our home editor, Mark Easton, reports.
Lights, a front room in the West Midlands, camera, a YouTuber helping Nigerians come to Britain.
Shangbo, can you hear? Did you see the way they narrated it? Yeah. A YouTuber helping Nigerians to come to the UK. Did you see the narrative? I bet he never knew this is how this thing is going to play out.
He did not know. He had no idea.
No.
He was so naive. Yeah.
They told him that they are going to interview him, so he was jumping up and down.
He
happy
was
that
naive.
BBC is coming. Did you see the way they twisted it? A Nigerian helping a YouTuber helping Nigerians to come to the UK. They showed the way they lights, where they put in ring lights. Oh my God.
And
oh, wow.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your boy E to the M.
Among ND's hundreds of videos are guides on how to get a student visa to come to the UK.
There's new information regarding the student route to the UK.
Last year, a fifth of international student visas were issued to Nigerians.
You see?
120,000. Can
you see? They are scrolling his channel and showing all the videos he's made. What did I tell you? Big Brother is listening. When I tell you that Big Brother is listening, whether you know it or not. They are listening.
We know they see him, but they see us.
Oh, Chineke. I didn't tell you now. I know they want to learn. Okay.
People in total, half of them students, half their dependents. But MD believes many are actually coming not for a new qualification, so much as a new life.
So the student thing,
some overseas students being dependent.
Let's go to the next one.
They need the degree as an access route to come into the country. So a lot of these people get their priorities shifted real fast.
So it's really about getting into the UK.
Exactly.
And then
not
Was he
Shango,
drunk? Was he
Shango,
drunk?
can you hear? They need the
Hey.
degree in order to come into the country. Hmm? Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. Mario Precious say he spoke for 2 hours, but extracted 25. Of
25
course,
seconds.
of course. This is that. This is him. Look, before they even went to interview him, they already know what they're after in terms of the information, the way they want to project it. The media is powerful. He was talking and talking and talking, thinking that he's got a spotlight, he's popular, he's been interviewed by by BBC. But they knew, is it the biggest YouTuber in the UK that they want to interview him? They already saw and they knew exactly how they want to paint that narrative. He continued to talk. If they talk, they blab, they go.
the education. It's not really about the education.
Nigerians have a word for what's going on here. Japa, escape.
Aye.
Shango, japa,
Japa.
escape. Japa, escape. If I say that one, no pay. Now that one pay me pass for this matter who they talk. He say it's called japa, escape.
Hey.
Tiamiyu. They say you are a dependent. You are a dependent and Osheito. It's not good now. It's not good. Why are you doing this? Some people generally want to study. People are here for different reasons. You are a dependent. You came as a dependent. Why are you speaking for everybody? You don't know people's story. You don't know. You are not a representative of Nigerian students in the UK. Why are you speaking for everybody? You never finish, oh.
It takes to leave Nigeria and start a new life somewhere more prosperous. And Japa may explain why the Shropshire town of Telford, with its University of Wolverhampton student campus, now has more than 300 Nigerian residents.
It's not like they need the degrees. They need the degree as an access route to come into the country.
Maybe. How does that make you feel? They say you don't need the degree, oh. You that did masters. They say you don't need the degree.
This guy is a joke. He's a joke. Like, who's going to spend that money?
You don't need the degree.
You know what I always say? Nigerians always do well in school. Here. Nigerians always come top in class. So if you don't need the degree, I don't think you should be bothered about passing really well. So obviously, I said it in my video. I was like, you speak for yourself. That's your reality. Speak for yourself. And to be let this boy finish, know what Dr. Emeka, my body they shake.
Okay, all right. No, because he said they don't need the degree, and is the generalization, our generalization prefect is here, Ola. The way he puts all, obviously there are some people that maybe they would not have needed the degree, but I don't see how having an advanced degree does not help your life. You don't need it. So you went to borrow money. People literally sold their properties. They borrowed money just to come and get this degree because they want to advance themselves. How are you telling the whole world that Nigerians as a whole, all the students that are coming,
every single Nigerian will
they don't need the degree? Okay, let's listen to another person. This is the difference between those who've been here and those who are sheshedi. Now, let me show you the interview of another person who is speaking to one man that I cannot stand. His name is Nigel Farage, and he's one of the people that campaigned the most for Brexit. Yeah, if you don't know him, this one, as a day here, so go and Google him. Make I not talk plenty. This man, as you see and so, he sold the dream of Brexit to this country because of this man. That is why the UK is in the mess that we are in now. Prices of food, prices of everything going up. Wow. No people to do jobs. Airport was on a. In fact, we all know how Brexit worked out now. How is Brexit going for you? All of you people that voted for japa, UK wanted to japa from Brexit. He was on the front burner. He and Boris Johnson. Okay? They lied, they cheated, nothing they didn't do to get the UK out of the EU. They campaigned. They sold people a dream of how the UK would be better off outside the EU. And now they remove UK is outside the EU. We're outside the common market and come and see hardship for UK. Since I came to this country, what this country has been through in the past 2 years, I've been 3 years of Brexit. I never see them for 17 years I've been here. All the Brexiteers, the people that voted for Brexit, they are all regretting. They call into the radio shows every day. They are crying that if they knew that they were lied to. So he was the one that invited this our young blood brother. God will bless you for protecting your country. He invited this, his name is Dr. Emeka Okorocha. And this young man decided to school him. This is the difference.
Immigration across the channel, another 539 that crossed yesterday, hundreds more again today, and it will go on and on. But tonight I want to talk a little bit about legal immigration, because it turns out that through the student visa program, the number of Nigerian students who've then been able to bring a dependent relative in this country runs at about 1 for 1.
So why are they targeting Nigerian students? Is it only Nigerian students that are bringing dependents?
Exactly the question. Why?
It's not only this thing is open for all international students. But you see how it's always Nigerian students they are talking about. That's to tell you that these people are way ahead of you.
Wow.
They are way ahead. You think you know. You came to the UK yesterday. You know, keep quiet. All right. May we continue the interview with Nigel Farage.
34,000 Nigerians given student visas and 32,000 dependents coming in their wake. Now, I'm not suggesting for a moment there's anything illegal about this, but when you think that a total of 1.1 million visas of various kinds were given out last year, you begin to understand why the British population has risen by 10 million.
Listen, you want to begin. This is the same thing he said about Brexit. This is exactly the same talking points he used to campaign that EU people are coming here to take our jobs. They are coming here. Our NHS is overflowing. Housing, our school. Exactly the same talking point. This man is on it again. This time around, Nigeria being targets.
Since the year 2000, and 85% of that is due to immigration. Now, no one's suggesting that there aren't some great people coming into this country, because there are some great people coming into this country. But a rise of 10 million, it's completely out of control. Well, joining me is somebody of Nigerian descent. He's a regular on GB News.
Hi.
And Dr. Emeka, you appear on all of our programs. You are absolutely proud of your Nigerian heritage and your British present, and you're there in the health service.
And you should be. There is no reason why you should not be proud of your Nigerian heritage. I am super proud of Dr. Emeka Okorocha for being proud, because no matter how British you think you are, they will keep reminding you, where did you come from originally? If you like carry their passport, it means nothing. This is why I keep telling you people. They will remind you, where are you from originally? Even if they born you here, they will still ask you, where are you from originally?
And you're doing great stuff, and that's great, and we love that. But when you look at these numbers, I mean, frankly, if every single person that comes from Nigeria as a student is then allowed to bring a dependent relative, it's a bit of a joke, isn't it?
I wouldn't say that. I think you have to understand where these people are coming from. Imagine leaving your country, your home country, your whole family. You're coming to a new country in, a search of better education, better jobs, a better lifestyle. You can't just leave everyone there. You also want to bring people in there so they can also develop in that country as well.
Did you hear that? When I hear, he said it's a bit of a joke. Farage said, bringing a dependent is a bit of a joke, isn't it? He said, no, I wouldn't say that. Imagine leaving your country,
so smart,
going to a foreign land. You need people. You need at least your immediate family.
Yeah.
You see the way he answered? He said, no.
Intelligently, with a smile, Auntie B. With a smile all through. He was smiling.
If now, Tiamiyu go say, no, they don't need the degree. They are only coming here because they want to enter your country. You see, can you see? This is somebody that's dealt with the British people for a long time. He understands their psyche, the way they do. They go, they smile, they go, they dig great for you. You not go know until you fall inside. That's what they do. Don't we hear the rest of the interview?
And being somebody who was a product of that, because when I came many years ago, my dad came as a doctor, as a surgeon, to come work here in the NHS. At that point, myself and my siblings, we were dependents. We were young. We couldn't work. We were just living at the time. We didn't have citizenship. We had to wait and get our British passports. And then we were able to go through the system. And I was able to school here, go to medical school here. My sister was able to school here.
No, you've done very well. You've done incredibly well. And that's terrific. And that's an example
we've been exactly in that
how
position.
this can work. What I'm saying
when
to
it
you,
works.
What I'm saying to you is, there you are working for the NHS.
Is working for the NHS. Let's take a minute.
One of the reasons.
Let's talk about that for a minute. These people, my people, you don't know Oyibo. To live with Oyibo is to know their way of life. To work with them. If you work with them, you understand. The politics that they play in the workplace will make you understand them deeper. So you know how to play their game. You see the way he narrowly put it. You see the way Dr. Emeka put it. He said, I trained here. I came here as a dependent to my father, who came to work in the NHS. I went to medical school. I trained. And now I am working in this same sector. So let's talk about how Nigerians, these so-called Nigerians that they're always making so much noise about, how Nigerians contribute. They never talk about how Nigerians contribute to this society.
Yes, and CP, they're doing us a favor.
No, they want us to be grateful for allowing us to come and live here. That's what they do.
With all that they take from us, with everything they strip, nah, that's not happening.
We should be grateful because they allow us to come here. That is what they are
when we come here, don't we work? Don't we pay heavily to come here? Didn't we pay heavily to come here?
We've got a 6.7 million waiting list, is that our population has exploded totally out of control. We don't actually have the health service, the schools, the
population is not exploded out of control. Stop exaggerating. Stop exaggerating this, man. You do the lie. Stop it. Stop. Which population?
He said by 10 million. He said by 10 million, Auntie B.
That's so good. That's a lie for Brexit, true.
Wow.
Out of
roads
control.
To cope with the population rising like this.
It's true, but then when you think of what these students are studying and what they're contributing to in society, then it makes it seem a little bit more logical. Because if you think about the NHS, around 15% of the NHS are people who don't identify as British.
But school him. Help me to school him, Dr. Emeka. Help me school this man.
And that's not to count people like myself who have British citizenship, a British passport, but I'm also dual nationality because I'm Nigerian. So then you think about this, in London, 27% of people working in the NHS aren't British, and Nigerians are the third most populated country from outside the EU.
27% of the people that work in the NHS are not British. And you know what our population is among those people.
So we're saying the poor countries will strip out your talent, will take away your nurses. And
you see how condescending that is? We come to your poor country, we strip out. That? You see how condescending he is? They're always looking down. They're looking down. They feel superior. Poor countries.
And to be, I don't blame them. Nah, I just blame our leaders, to be honest, because with all the resources where we get, I don't blame them.
Teach the leaders, not be them teach them.
Not them, not
Who
them.
bring
really.
Democracy come our country, not be them.
Not them.
Okay.
Not
doctors, they're probably more needed there, aren't they?
Well, I wouldn't.
Did you say that? He said they are probably more needed. They are
for that
more
poor country.
Needed down there.
For the poor country.
Now the poor country. When they curse you, they curse you to your face. You know, go no say they curse you.
Wow.
That is an insult. You talk and just they're probably man did that down there. You see the way you say it? You go they talk and if you don't know it takes a level of understanding of the way the innuendos of the way they speak for you to understand. Say now they curse you, so you not gonna know. You gonna smile, you gonna smile. You don't know. They're probably man needed down there, and they I know them well.
Call them poor countries. I call them developing economies. And secondly, these people who come here and study here also have their opportunities to go home and give their talents back. So my plan, obviously, is to do a lot back in my country. I was trained here in the UK. I was fortunate enough to be given the resources to study here and work in the NHS, which is great. And then I've seen how healthcare systems can work. And then I'm trying my best to go back and implement them there too.
You see absolutely no problem with this. Nigerian citizens accounted for 40% overall of all dependents who accompanied foreign students in the 12 months this year. Does this strike?
That's because Nigeria is the biggest country in the whole of the black race. What do you expect? What do you expect? We are more, so we'll travel more.
I say Lagos. The population of Lagos is more than that of Ghana and so many other African countries. Only Lagos, one state.
Farage is talking as if they are forcing their embassies to issue these visas.
Exactly.
You are paying visa fees. Annoying. You are flying their British Airways day in, day out, Virgin, all of them. You are flying those airlines, and then you are pumping money into their universities. I will show you the figures of what the universities made from foreign students last year alone. Then you will understand where I'm outraged. I'm outraged by all this nonsense where they talk so.
It was a bit odd that one country should be 40% of all dependents that come accompanying students.
No, I think it's because of our culture and how we see it. I think we really value it when it's very difficult for a Nigerian who's studying in Nigeria to be able to get a student visa or get a working visa here. And when we do, we want to obviously make the best of it. And that's providing a better life for yourself and your family, and thinking that your family can go through a system with the kids who have grown up here and develop and possibly give back to our country if we can.
Well, never let it be said. Yeah, we don't allow both sides of the argument on this program. Correct. And you've done a great job, and we love people like you coming here. But I'm just suggesting.
I understand.
There has to be an upper limit somewhere.
Keep your suggestion. Keep your suggestion. No one wants to hear your suggestion.
Yeah. Listen. Now, of course, I've been.
So that's it. That is the very, very entertaining interview. God bless Dr. Emeka Okorocha. If you are seeing this later on, just know, say, we Nigerians, we appreciate
We're so proud.
Thank you.
We're so proud of you.
Thank you for standing up. For letting us know that everybody is not like Tiamiyu.
Exactly. And to me, when you watch this one and you watch that one, it be like educated person and illiterate. We know they read book. Some illiterates, some people that did not go to school, that don't have formal education, they're educated. They're self-educated. Tiamiyu just opened his mouth to destroy himself. You don't want to know how those people go, they look at.
He apologized, so you want to see his
apology. And to be that apology now, I did live for Daddy Freeze live till 2 a.m. After the live, he said to Daddy Freeze, how will I do now? I'm so scared though. The way Nigerians are attacking me. Daddy Freeze said to him, you not fit fight media, you won't fight this lover. I've been an Insta blog, I've been a me. Daddy Freeze said, even me, I don't fit fight this lover. So issue an apology.
He talked for that free show, say if you want to be real, you will offend people. He was still bragging.
That's he was bragging until they can't bring him. That my friend, did you see Rani, the lady that was really scattering everywhere on the? Did you watch the live video?
No.
Okay, I was on a video call with my friend, and then we were talking about it, and then we realized that Freeze was live, and then she called in. At the end of that live video, that he now asked Daddy Freeze what he should do. Daddy Freeze said, issue an apology, don't talk too much. The more you talk, the more they use it against you. So the video should be short. Just say you are sorry. By morning, you don't do the apology. So I don't believe it. Because after the whole thing, he was still bragging. Before the interview with Daddy Freeze, he was live on Twitter, making mouth anti-B. He said that he had sent messages to BBC to tell them that he needs protection. The Nigerians are after his life. He won't use that one and seek asylum. So I'm thinking, could it be that was his plan from the beginning?
I see.
Because he knew what he did. He even said on the Twitter live that if you've sent me any insults in my DM, better go and delete it because I'll go screen grab and send to BBC.
So
he was not sorry all the while.
It is not so that they give asylum, man. Not so that they give asylum.
He's so stupid. He not get sense. So it be like, whether not intentional, you do this thing, I don't know.
No, not be intentional. I'm not sure saying
So he
intentional.
was naive then.
He was
That means
carried
he was
away.
naive and manipulated then.
Yes. So the interviewers, he don't know what they up to when they talk. Say nobody needs a 15,000 degree in the UK. Now people want enter.
Why? They asked him for the video. Say, what did they ask you when you answered that answer? He said they asked him that why are Nigerians so much? That what is the inspiration behind Nigerians coming in to do their masters? And that was the answer. That was the only thing he could think about, Auntie B.
Right.
For crying out loud.
Yes.
He's not sorry, Auntie B. He's not sorry. He just the fear. The boy the fear. The boy the fear.
I want to share this with you guys. I don't think we should go into the apology. Like you said, it's not sincere. It's just trying to save his skin. Because Nigerians came after him. He knows what it means for Nigerians to come for you. These are thousands of people, millions even coming for you, one person. I said, I see in page, it was on private. I was like, YouTuber page private. But I want to share this before we have this conversation. I'm sure a lot of people are anxious to say something, but I want to share this with you guys. There was something here about what the universities said. Because maybe, I don't know whether you know, this is not the first time they are pulling these stunts. The Home Office has done this thing before a few years down the line.
Yes.
When people like Diana and Kwame came to this country, when they came to do their program, they did the same thing. So that time, what they did was they canceled the post-study visa. They were not giving people post-study. So once you finish your master's or PhD, whatever, degree,
not even
pack your bag and go. So Nigerians stopped coming.
Yeah.
And people started making videos. Again, YouTubers started making videos. Don't go to the UK.
Go to UK
Don't
university.
go to the UK. Don't go to the UK. So people stopped coming here. And the universities felt it. They know the money that Nigerians bring into this country. That's what I'm saying to you guys. Please, if you don't know, find out. These people make a whole lot of money from us. So don't feel like they're doing you a favor by letting you come here. They are not. Because the way I see it is straight by barter. I give you my money, you give me access to school, you give me access to your land. So are they trying to say that people should pay that kind of money and then they should come by themselves? Husband and wife will be separated because they want to go to school. Abi? That's what they're trying to say. So the universities, this is what they said. Let me show you. So once the Home Office Secretary announced that, I told you it's like our Minister of Foreign Affairs that they call they don't have, This is what the university said. London University chief, they slammed the Home Office Secretary over new ban against Nigerian students and others. And this is what they said. They said that London has, almost 50 universities and colleges, and they said that this new rules is a blow to equality and inclusion. They branded the proposal as an own goal for the government. For it, and they are striving for growth in their own way, right? And they noted, this is where I'm going to. The group noted that last year alone, the net economic impact of the cohort of international students in London on the UK economy was £9.59 billion. Make I repeat them again.
And is that just London?
Yes,
just
that's
London.
London last year, this university raked in a whooping sum of £9.59 billion from international students in London alone. You see the point I'm making? That money, at least a minimum of 40% or 35% of Nigerian students. So what are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
No. What are we talking about? Waiting, Tiamiyu, they run him out for. Like these people are just coming in, or they are sneaking into the country. These universities cannot survive without this money. They cannot.
Yeah.
They cannot.
Yeah.
I don't know. You don't go university for here now. So you see as a university be now. For your class, how many Oyibo people you see for there? How many?
They go school now.
How many Oyibo people you see for there?
All
mostly
international.
Asians
very
and black
few.
people.
Yeah.
Very few British whites you go see for there.
Very few. Very few.
So it's good for people to have all the facts before you start saying. I'm not saying that, it's their land. People can make cases and say, after all, it's their country. It's their country. But I can also remind you that it was my country when you people invaded our land, brought your religion and your system of government that we didn't ask for.
Waiting now, will never come out from.
People like me partly hold them. I hold the British country and their continent or whatever. I hold them partly responsible for the mess that Nigeria is today. So waiting are they waiting Tiamiyu they talk. Waiting Tiamiyu they.
And to be, I've read before. I read early this year that the money they made last year was actually 35 billion pounds from only international students. The entire country, 35 billion. Then they do us favor. And to be after school fees, what happened to post-study? People and their children will have to pay 2,000 each again.
You are paying all that money to the Home Office, so that is where you apply for your visa. That's what they are called, of which that woman is the secretary.
Yeah.
You think they don't make money from all these post-studies? All of you. The other day, we did a video about a woman that came with 5 children with her husband, and all of them need to pay 2,000 pounds each. A family of 7, looking for 14,000. One family,
after school fees. After school fees. After rent. After money to chop food. Transportation.
Yes.
Why are they doing this, though? Why are they pulling this stunt?
Yes. So, I mean, the point I'm making here tonight is that, yes, this guy, obviously, he's new. He's Sheshede. He doesn't know what he's doing. He was flattered because he's been given... Is he even a student? If he's a dependent, is he a student?
He's not.
If he's not a student, how come he's giving immigration advice about how to get into school? Is it just about content creation or what? Is it... Somebody told us that Nigerian student bought a house from doing YouTube videos about how to come to the UK.
No be lie.
So, yeah, this is the gist today. So you guys pay taxes. And what I want us to reflect on as Black people, especially as Nigerians who live in the UK, is the fact that some British people always come forward, especially the government and all this far-right government and far-right activists like Nigel Farage, Nigel Farage is like Donald Trump that like this. You understand? Oh yeah. When you say far-right, now far-right he be. You understand?
Wow.
They never talk about what we contribute to their society. It's always about what we take. But we do contribute a lot to their society. So they need to balance it. And that's why I was so happy when that Dr. Emeka was talking about, our contribution as Nigerians to the British society. The work, the manpower that we bring. We contribute to taxes. We pay our taxes. We pay our way. We're not on benefits. We are renting houses. The people are paying for rent. The landlords, they can get people to rent their property. In London, one room is about 800 to 1,000 pounds. One room per month.
For shared house.
Oh. So, why don't you ever talk about what these so-called immigrants bring when they are legally coming here, what they're also giving? You always talk about what they are taking. You share all these statistics about how they come here, they do this, they do this. When you got no people to do the job, you have nobody to do the job. Go to all the agencies, they are looking for carers. They are looking for staff. Social care, if you go to most of them, they are looking, they can't find people to do the work. There is work. So what are you talking about? So that's my take on it.
Wow.
We are not lazy. We didn't come here to collect benefit. We didn't come here to cheat them out of their whatever. We came here because we want a better life, and we are also contributing to society. That's what I have to say. Maybe over to you. I'm sharing my link, guys. If you got anything to say, I know we had a very interesting conversation today in the WhatsApp groups. My link is in the comment section if you've got something to say. Right.
Yeah. I mean, Auntie B, you've said it all. I feel people have different reasons why people migrate all around the world. Every single day, people are migrating for different reasons. And Auntie B, I'm not going to lie to you. Remember when I came to this country, I would call you before I post a video. I'll say, Auntie B, I'm scared, but I want to know Because at that point I was sharing my life. So me coming here, I wanted to just be sure. I asked you now to be say, I beg, I don't know where to film and where not to film. So more than anything, this is a lesson to we creators. I'm not even going to lie. Lots of times people have tried to push me into doing immigration content over and over. I don't talk on my channel. People have tried to push me into doing that, and because I'm not so sure, I don't want anybody to come and hold my rapper tomorrow. Say, oh, now you talk. Say,
now you for Tiamiyu today. Then you for drag your
and to be
rapper.
not be lie.
And for drag
Not
your
be
rapper
lie.
like Tiamiyu.
Yeah, I think that this. I mean, all of us they criticize the guy, but to be honest, many other people still fall just the
Of
way
course.
this guy fell.
Mhm.
A lot of people. So I think that it is. I mean, Nigerians make me they read. And to be when I was coming in, I read everything they did. We don't like to read. That is why YouTubers cash out. Everything they their website. But we don't like to read. And then at the end of the day, this guy has fallen prey, and yes, we go forgive him, Auntie B.
No,
More forgive him.
No, forgive. What we go do? You don't know.
Nigerians more forgive him.
He's very ignorant. You don't know. You don't know. He
Yeah.
just say no. Now they go answer. They
Yeah.
ask a question. You see one question what they ask him for there? They ask and say, "Are you a citizen of the UK now?"
I did there. I did live.
Yeah, I didn't watch
You know,
it. I just saw,
you say I'm a
bits
citizen.
of it.
You say I'm a citizen of the world.
No,
I say
citizen
shut
of
up
the
your
world.
mouth. If you be
He
citizen,
never
you go
even get
proud. Talk am.
indefinite leave. He never even gets.
You say I like to say he came with so much pride. That's what annoyed me. I wanted to hear him out. I want to hear me talk. Say, oh, I'm so sorry. I was naive or something.
He doesn't
I
even
want
have
hear.
permanent residence yet.
He just they come.
He still needs to apply for visa, basically, from here.
And they still wait for him. These people. Hey God. They
Now
still
they
wait
ask
for
him,
him.
all of a sudden now you are a citizen of the world. You are a
You say
citizen.
you're a citizen of the world.
I
I'm
see a
always
level
in this
of
country.
arrogance in that is
A
in
lot.
how he's talking or
Yes,
looking
that's
at him
what
and
annoyed
saying,
people. He was even laughing. He was laughing. He was being so stupid on top of what he don't
oh
first
my
do.
God.
He was still like he was trying to farm Daddy Freeze. Like say, oh, Daddy Freeze, you know me now. You know where Daddy Freeze was like.
Yeah.
He said, for that boat cruise that we do. Daddy Freeze said, okay. So I mean, it's okay to. I mean, it's okay to just be sorry. You don't fuck up. You know,
If not
Daddy Freeze
because
said
of
something.
the yama where they happen for our country, who won't come here?
Who won't
Given
come
the
here?
choice, I will be in Nigeria
Auntie
any
B,
day,
Abuja na my
anytime.
dream city. My Abuja na my dream city. If not be saying one kind insecurity in the country. Daddy Freeze said something to
make
him.
a fish bend.
You get what Daddy Freeze talk. Daddy Freeze said there was a time where he cracked some joke somewhere, and then he was just coming up that time. You see, Ali Baba called him later on to say that joke when you crack. Now when you dey with your guys for beer parlor, now you crack am.
Exactly, that's emotional
So even if
intelligence.
yeah, so he was like, even if they say he said the truth, some people say he said the truth. Where did he say the truth? That is his truth. I don't agree that he said the truth.
Yes, because his
But
truth is not
make we
relevant to
even
you.
assume.
Because you came exactly to the UK, but you came for different reasons.
Do you understand? You could just sit down and generalize, add all of us to your own truth. Do you understand? And again, Auntie B, nothing there wrong. If obviously there was a gap because of the Brexit, there was a gap in this country, and that was why they opened their borders in the first place. So, if I feel say I don't need degree, and I want just to come, it's not illegal. Why are you passing that narrative in a way that seems too shady? It's okay to say, oh yeah, people want new opportunities, people want new education, new jobs, you know,
growth.
And it's
people want
and
growth.
the opportunity is there. If you can afford it, why not? What's in there inside? But you went and said they don't need the degree. He said Nigerians. He even said in the live that Nigerians cannot afford 15,000 pounds for a degree. So I still say the boy, he is small-minded. He is small-minded. So, but now with this social media era, anybody can just go research anything on camera talk. It go be like who get sense. But in reality, you get sense.
That's a good question.
Yeah, you sound like you have sense, but you don't get sense. You
In
really get
reality,
sense.
Tiamiyu, you think say you get sense, oh? Somebody for one of the comments say as he shot, that's why his brain shot.
No, until they finish this boy. I don't know how they do for your mental
They
health.
troll and so Nigerians
They
no good, oh.
drag this boy. Then
Hey,
drag her. And then
if
he was saying
Nigeria drag you for
something.
one day, you go lean. You go
He get
lean.
with I swear he reached to lean. He get with the boy talk. The boy say the Nigerians when they vex for him, the Nigerians when never japa.
Your life never even strong for grand, you they brag.
Like because Nigerians think say abroad na heaven, Auntie B.
No, you cannot be heaven. Make you come here, make
They
you
feel
sing now.
say if they just go abroad,
You
they
talk
don't
at
reach
that day
heaven.
now. You don't come now,
Yeah,
you stand now, say you cannot be heaven.
not be
You not be
heaven.
heaven. Mm-mm.
Obviously, I would say Nigeria is even better, but
US
just
not be
some
heaven,
kind
nowhere
system
for the
problem.
abroad, the heaven. See, people know they understand what you they give up when you come here. Okay?
A
Some people,
lot,
they don't understand.
a lot. Yeah,
There's something called community what we get for Nigeria. And that's why
it's a
someone like
thing.
me, once I step my foot in Nigeria, hi, I'm like a new creature. There is just something that comes alive. I never feel at home when I'm here in
Wow.
the UK. And that's been for 17 years. That's why you see, no matter how I get that relationship with Nigeria, I feel very angry with everything that's happening there. When I go to
Yeah.
Nigeria, I'm alive. Home is home. No matter how you dey for here, 50 years, not be your home. They go ask you, say, where are you from originally? They go ask your children. They go target your children. They waka for road because they be black. They be boys. Police go stop them. You know how many times they don't stop my children, they search them? They don't, the Oyibo will be their friend, they waka together, go, they look like this.
Because
I
we
they
black.
advise them to they make friend with Oyibo children. The same school. You know how many times? Now everything where person don't see for this country go fit talk.
They talk.
My dear, leave matter. Given the chance, I go there Naija.
Auntie B, you know say when they talk all these things, Nigerians they house, they talk say, why you not come back? You did there, they talk the thing. Why you not come back? I talked this thing one day for my channel. I just come innocently. I gave my own. Now it was my first year here. I said, okay, ma, I'll give 1 year update. Okay, oh, see my experiences, see good side, see bad side. And I said more good things than, of course, the bad things are all this, childcare, community, but I talked about other things. But Nigerians came for me, saying, I better go, come back, I better know see space, they occupy person space, I better come, So people should learn to always, if you want to come, open your mind, listen to people when don't do it. Obviously, I've lived in Nigeria and I've lived here for a bit as well. So if I did talk, I don't date the two places. So obviously, I know what I did talk. I might not know it in full like Auntie
Now the
B.
loneliness we want to talk about. I mean, now
How
the cold we want
many?
to talk about. Which one you
Auntie
want
B,
to
the
talk about?
cold.
I will take calls, Jare. Maybe. Thank you, Mrs. Rancid.
Yes,
Guys,
ma'am.
give us a
Thank you,
thumbs
ma'am.
up. Are people liking the video? Please give us a thumbs up.
Please,
I get
thumbs up.
emotional when I talk this matter because people
Yeah,
don't
me
understand.
too. Yeah.
Some people go say they prefer here because Nigeria this, Nigeria this. It depends on your circumstances or where you are coming from. How you
Yeah.
take leave home. You understand? So sometimes when you won't go back, now how you take leave home. Some people leave home, and the way they leave home, now home where they feel return to anytime, any day.
Anytime.
Because home sweet. But some of now not feel that way because now leave home in a way based on not feel return ever. So it's okay. Everybody get their own struggle. And I'm not speaking for everybody. Me, I'm speaking for myself. Okay? Some people they feel say this UK or Europe or obodooyinbo na everything na here they want pipe put. Good. Every man to his kettle. But me no say, even with all the hardship, everything they happen for Naija, the struggle, insecurity and everything. See as people they live their life daily. People when they a certain level of when they get some certain level of finance, you understand? When they the certain level, some class where we say they feel afford all these things. People where they get money, no, they stay for obodooyinbo, then they come here, come shop, go back.
Not be
If
live.
you dash them, they know they take. They tell you, say, I beg, I not fit. Because you know why? Their life is sweet for Nigeria. It's set. Everything soft. Not be everybody for Nigeria, they suffer.
And
Let's
money
get
is
it
sweet
straight.
for Nigeria.
I beg. If you they suffer for Nigeria, you gotta know, say, not be everybody for Nigeria, they suffer. Yes, majority they suffer. But some people, They will never japa. My younger sister is on that table. If you dash on UK, this master wey you can't do, she don't come do and finish. She no feel when
He
she
go
pack all
back.
her load, go by say, auntie, abeg, this UK now for now. Meanwhile, I
And
get
some
driver.
people still get big money like that too. But I mean, everybody we get different reasons. Some people really, really get bad. But because of their children, they won't deal with their children. They want their children to study here. So everybody's circumstance different.
That's true. But they will even send their children, they no go follow the children come.
Some go one day. Some go say, I want day. I
Some
want
go
to see my
come, some
children
no
in my
go
eye.
come. But some people
Yeah.
go see come, they go see go back because here self not be more. You know, it's easy like that. You know the level where you there now, as you dey hustle
Yeah.
to stabilize yourself.
Yeah. Meanwhile, for
You know
Nigeria,
how long it takes.
I just a lounge, they cheap for my Nigeria. Oh.
Tiamiyu think say he don't arrive. You know, no say in journey is still long.
Just
Where
they start.
he just they start. I beg you. Give us a thumbs up, guys. Let's take some calls now. Thank you so much, Mrs. Rancis, for
Thank
your
you, Auntie B.
contribution. I
Yes,
appreciate
ma.
you. And if you want
Thank
to
you,
stay,
ma.
it's fine. But if you need to dip out, it's also fine. Thank you, my
Okay,
darling.
ma.
All right.
Yes, ma. Thank you.
Yeah. Honey, babe, you are the first tonight. What's up? Welcome, darling.
Auntie B, good evening. It's always a pleasure speaking to you.
Welcome, my darling. What do you have to say? I know we started the conversation earlier on.
Yes, it was quite intense in the chat this afternoon.
Yes.
I was at work,
Yes.
so I wasn't always replying.
Yes.
I mean, for me personally, coming from someone that was born and brought up in the UK, my aspiration would be to go to live back in Nigeria, because as I said in the chat, I never had that experience of living in Nigeria in the sense of doing my secondary school and university. I did everything in the UK because my parents had this idea that I would struggle if I was living in Nigeria, and I believe that I missed that very important experience.
Yeah.
So for me personally, the guy was an idiot. He doesn't know nothing. Me, I've been here for I'm 40 something, and immigration changes all the time. How can you come from being here for 8 months and you're now the spokesperson of the whole Nigerian community? Everybody comes to the UK, not even the UK. Everybody emigrates to different countries for different reasons. He cannot be the voice of everybody because you don't know people's circumstances. He's a very ignorant, illiterate, silly little man, as far as I'm concerned. And all the trolling that he is getting, he deserves it. Because even if the interviewer says some things that he didn't understand, what's wrong with keeping quiet? Or saying, or when the guy asked the question, what is the reason that most Nigerians emigrate to the UK? I don't know, but I only know from my experience, this is the reason why. It's emotional intelligence. And for him to do what he did is very, very distasteful. And it just shows the type of character he has, because from what I'm hearing, people are now saying that that's who he was before. Do you understand?
Yes.
And one thing I will say, because I'm going on probably a different tangent, but it's connected to the initial point, is that you are right that obviously, I've forgotten her name, the one that's the Home Secretary now. And obviously the previous Home Secretary, they're doing these very kind of controversial immigration policies. But there's something that us as Nigerians, we need to do. We need to come together, that if we want to influence policy. I remember when I had my second child, he was about 1 or 2. They were actively doing kind of like programs to get Black women to get into politics. And it's something that I think is very, very important, that we should try to be in positions of power in order to have the influence that these so-called, like I said, Priti Patel and the other, I can't remember the other lady that is coming.
Unfortunately, when Nigerians get into a position of power, they do exactly the same thing. Remember Kemi? Kemi said
yeah. I get you.
Kemi that downplayed racism and said that she's never ever experienced racism since she's been in the UK.
It's a lie. I told you in the WhatsApp chat what happened to me when I was 21.
This is what they do. Once they get there, they forget where they come from. Yeah.
It's really, really sad. But I was just thinking that if you notice, a lot of, like I said, ethnic minorities, mostly the Asians, are getting into politics. So I was thinking, why don't we do the same thing?
We have an Asian prime minister.
I know, but he's not black, is he? So why can't us, like I said, get more of our people into positions of power in the UK? Like what
I'm
the
not holding
Asians
my
are
breath.
doing.
Even when Nigerians get into power, it's the same thing they will do. They will become more British than the British themselves.
Yes, that's true. And there's one tangent I wanted to mention. You may not agree with me, but in the chat we was talking about the fact that a lot of people were saying that the British, what they did, they colonized us and did so many things. I think yes, they did all those things in the past, but the issue is if we're expecting an apology, we're never gonna get it. Do you understand what I mean, Auntie B?
No, I'm not expecting it. Of course, they will never apologize.
So I'm coming from a different point of view where I was saying there's many other countries beside Nigeria that have been colonized or have been invaded. As an example, Hong Kong was a former colony of the British. I think it was Geoffrey Howe that was the former governor of Hong Kong. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, 1989 or 1990 was given back to China. Look at Hong Kong now.
But they've never exploited any other continent like Africa. It's not
South
the same.
Korea.
They've never exploited. Again,
I do understand, but look at the Middle East. Okay, Auntie B, what about the Middle East? I remember watching Lawrence of Arabia, and I remember back in the Middle East, someone can correct me in the comment section, it was occupied by the British. Look at Qatar, look at Dubai, look at UAE, look at them today.
It's not about occupation alone.
Yeah.
Honey babe. Okay, it's not about colonialization alone. It's also about indirect rule and how till today they influence our politics, our everything that we do, even the so-called corrupt politicians. And I'm not exonerating the fact that since they left us,
okay, I agree with what you're saying. Look, obviously, China had an issue in the 1960s. They did sanctions against China to force them to change policy because China are very anti-West. In South Korea, they had a financial crisis in 1987. Yeah, they had to get loans from
So what's your point? What's your point?
Yeah, my point is, what I'm saying is many other countries that have had issues.
Yeah. So we're not expecting an apology. We're expecting
South
equality.
Korea has been split in two. Yeah.
So how is this relevant to what we're saying?
But what I'm trying to say to you is that yes, we are right to say that the British, and not just the British, the other nations, the other Western nations have done many things, occupied other countries. But what I'm trying to say is that other countries that have been occupied and have gone through these things, let's look at them in terms of looking at what they have done to increase their nation, increase their economy. And rather than keep going back to this is what the British done to us, because I feel that we're not moving forward. It's always good to look at the past, but I feel that other countries, like I said, former colonies of this of the empire, they are moving forward. South Korea is a superpower. China, Hong Kong, Dubai, all these are former countries that were occupied. South Korea that was split in two, but yet there's you see South Korea is a major economy now. I feel that
I think the conversation is deeper than the way you are painting it, honey babe. I take your points,
yes,
that we can't keep looking backwards alone. For you to make progress, even as at your level, I mean, and as a human being in your life daily, you can't keep looking at, for instance, your parents did something. You can't keep saying, oh, my parents did this, my parents did that's why. But the impact of what your parents did to you can change the trajectory of your life.
I agree. I'm not saying that, but I do
see what you are saying, that you can't keep looking back, but you cannot compare Nigerian and other African countries to Asia and all these countries that you are mentioning, because the impact of indirect rule, colonialization and everything is not just about colonialization and everything that happened. It's about consistently the exploitation of our land till today. Even the influence, and hold on, because it's not as simple as you're painting it. It's
I understand. That's why I'm telling you my own side. You're educating me some things.
Yes, because it's like being in an abusive relationship with someone.
Yes.
And you say, oh, but the abuser has left you now. Why can't you move on? Move on. That is how you can explain it.
Auntie Beefs, I'm not being flippant.
No, I'm not saying you're flippant. I'm trying to explain it to you.
I'm not being flippant. I'm
it
just
is
giving
deeper
you
than
examples of
that.
other countries. No, I'm not being
Yes, you
flippant
cannot.
about
No,
it.
you can't compare. You can't use other countries. You cannot use other. So Nigerians and other African countries can look at China, Dubai, and whatever other country that it is that we're looking at in terms of
yes.
getting our house together. If you listen to me properly, I'm not holding them 100% accountable for what happened or what's happening in Nigeria or in Africa, but I'm partly holding them responsible.
The thing is, we're not
because they started everything that we are going through now, and they continue to fuel it.
Yes. And actually, yes, I agree with you wholeheartedly. But the issue is that they're never going to acknowledge what they have done. They haven't to today. And I feel that if we're so preoccupied in feeling that they need to do something.
Nobody's expecting them to do anything. But honey babe, let me tell you something. Why is it that they never talk about the contributions of Nigerian British? Why is it that they're always talking about how we're coming here? Nigel Farage was talking rubbish in that video.
We contribute a lot. We contribute a lot.
Why don't they ever talk about our contributions?
No, because they want to negate all the impressive and wonderful things about Nigerians. The fact that in America, most Nigerians are very, very successful. In the UK, like you said, predominantly we basically are all the doctors and all the nurses. We dominate everything, but they don't want to obviously acknowledge how great that we are. Do you understand what I'm saying? But I'm just trying to say that, for instance, I know I'm going back to South Korea. South Korea was occupied by the Japanese.
So let's leave the comparison alone, because our experiences are not the same, right?
I understand.
Okay, but I get the point that you're trying to make. I do get it, honestly. Nigerian leaders can do better, because since colonialization ended, since independence,
and that's what
it's become worse.
I think you kind of said what I wanted to get.
I get it. I do get it.
We've got our own country back.
No, we didn't get it back. No, we didn't.
I mean, as in independence, there's a lot of what is going on under G. I understand that. But
no, we didn't get it back. Independence doesn't mean that we got it back. No, we didn't.
They need to take accountability and basically.
It's not that simple. It's deeper. It's deeper than that. This is politics.
I understand that.
You are going political now, and if we want to go political,
I really don't want to do that, to be honest.
Yeah,
what I'm saying to you is that as a nation, especially the leaders, the leaders need to come together in unity and try and build Nigeria.
Who trained the leaders to become who they are today?
Obviously, the Americans, the Western societies put leaders in place that they can use. And
who is still there now to today, supporting, encouraging, pulling strings, giving them money, giving them advice, trying to indirectly influence policies and everything? I'm not a conspiracy theorist. Okay.
No. I believe there's still a lot going on indirectly. They're still trying to control the African nation, especially Nigeria. I do agree, but I just feel that as a nation, we need to come together in unity, because there's other countries that have had traumatic history and they're able to go beyond that in solidarity and unity and excel with the examples that I just gave you.
Yeah. Okay. I take that. Thank you so much, honey babe.
Thank you very much, Auntie babe.
All
Thank
right.
you. Bye-bye.
Yeah, I completely understand where you are coming from, but there's no way you can move forward without looking back. Nigeria is not set up to work. How about that? Let me just say that. So when you start calling other countries like, these other countries, the way Nigeria was set up, it will never work. Never. Because Nigeria is not even supposed to be a country if we want to go political. Come on now. No, it won't work. The number one problem we had was the amalgamation in the first place. Amalgamating Nigeria is the number one problem. That's where all this started. Independence or no independence, no. Nigeria as a country is not even supposed to be together. Except they can tell me there is a way that we can have a referendum so that everybody can go their own way. And even when you do that, it doesn't mean that, that because we have different nations now, it's going to work. No, it can never. So it's not as simple as that, honey babe. Please, it's not. It's not. It's deeper than that. It's deeper. Okay. Let's move on now. We are talking about japa and how Igbo people now know what japa means because of Tiamiyu. Okay. All right, I'll come to you, Adewale, but let me take. I am Adaya. Adaya, hi, welcome. Can you hear me? You're muted, Adaya. Okay, you're not hearing me. Adewale, are you there? Unmute yourself.
Give me TV. Can you hear me clearly?
Hello, hello.
Hello?
Hi, welcome.
Hello, TV.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, welcome.
Can you hear me?
Give us a thumbs up, guys.
Hello?
Adewale, I can hear you. Go ahead. Uh-oh.
Okay. I knew this was gonna. I knew what Tiamiyu did was gonna happen. I think it was about 2 years ago. I just started noticing whenever I come on YouTube, I'm just gonna see a video, and then it's gonna go like this. Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. I'm a Nigerian YouTuber based in the UK, and I just moved to the UK with my husband. In my head, I was like, they don't come. What do you?
They don't come. Miss Francis, don't come.
They don't come. What do you?
One day. I want in the UK. When you come to the UK,
in the UK, when you come to the UK, blah 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 blah. We don't come up for Nigeria like 10 years ago. They don't replace us.
We don't tire.
So I was like, this is not good. This is something is going to happen. And then sometime about last year, I read that article that Nigel Farage was talking about in that interview. And I was not surprised. But the thing about these politicians everywhere in the world, they are the same. In that same article, it also says that Indians also bring many dependents as well. He didn't mention that. He focused on just Nigerians. And the reason why he did that, it's because we have already exposed ourselves to the world. We did that ourselves. With the YouTubers always Nigerians this, Nigerian that. These guys, they're watching, they already have their data. They already know what they're going to do. They're politicians. They have a narrative they want to portray. Tiamiyu was just a chess piece in the
Tamu was interviewed by BBC. Is it easy to be interviewed by BBC?
He was just a chess piece. He was just a pawn.
Adewale, I've been on YouTube for 6 years. Nobody has interviewed me. They interviewed Tiamu that came yesterday. Is it easy? He's famous.
Of course. And they're not going to interview you because they know they're not going to get what they're looking for. This policy they just brought out, they already knew that.
In fact, someone like Nigel Farage should call me, and me, I will school him about how his country is responsible for why my country is how it is today.
He's not going to call you because you're not going to push the narrative that he wants. So Tiamiyu is like the perfect guy they just use because they know that when they bring this policy out, the public is not going to like it. The universities are not going to like it. That means they're going to lose money. So they needed someone. They needed a scapegoat that they could point at that they're doing it.
It was only ring light. Maybe I didn't see him. They put his ring light on for him. They say, camera action.
Anti-B.
JJC. Complete JJC.
Anti-B, I used to think that the newly arrived Nigerians to the UK buy their ring lights and camera at MNT.
As they're coming.
That's what I used to think. And that's what I used to think because they don't even start the YouTube thing when they get to the UK. They started from Nigeria. Vlog, how I moved to the UK, what you need to do in the UK. And Tiamiyu is that kind of person. He's like, I just moved to the UK. You can also do it. I manifest this, I manifest that. So they know that guy is a mouthpiece. He's going to expose everything.
How can a small man be so mouthy? Tori alone.
And people, can we digress a little bit?
Of course.
Should we really, Auntie B, I said it already that I know why I was not doing immigration content. I know that there's a market for it. But are we going to really blame the YouTubers now for sharing how they came, sharing their own journeys?
Yes, they are partly blamed because they exposed everything.
They exposed everything.
It's too
I'm
much.
not.
It's
I'm
too
not.
much. Maybe
Too
we're
much
not talking about one
information.
YouTuber. We're not talking about two. We're not talking about 10.
It
We're not
felt
talking
like
about
a
Almost
joke.
everyone.
I think that a lot of them opened their channels when they came here.
Hey,
That's
A
what I'm
lot of them
saying.
got here and saw that there was market for that content, and they opened channels.
Exactly.
I agree.
They
they are partly responsible for this, to be honest.
Because some
everything.
YouTubers just share their own personal, oh, this is how I did my own. Oh, I'm not advising you, but this is what I did. While some took it up on themselves to, overshare. And that's the problem for real. Even when it comes to
That's the
jobs.
thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I just something I noticed about the Asians. Whenever they're doing something, you would never know, except you're amongst them. You would never know. But we Nigerians, we're not like that. Just one small thing we do, we share with everyone and anyone.
So whenever you see the way why I get, a bit very upset about this whole discussion. First of all, I feel like the UK people or this UK government or this country as a whole always want us, even they not UK alone, wherever you come to when you leave Africa, they look down on you, they feel like you should be grateful
They do.
for the privilege to live in their land. Okay, I have a problem with that. Because I didn't invite you to come to my own land when you invaded it. I didn't give you visa. I can't recall my forefathers writing an application or whatever, an invitation letter for you and Lord Lugard to come there, right? Number two, I strongly believe that when we come here, yes, we come here, but we are a big country as Nigerians, right? So it follows that majority of the students that are coming will be Nigerians.
Yes.
But they never talk about the things that we do right. It's always negativity that is spread about Nigerians. They make Nigerians seem as if it's this place where nobody lives. There are over 200 million people still living in that country.
In Nigeria. Yes.
We need to talk about that. There are still people there, even if people are traveling. Other people still live there. Some people have no desire to travel. They only come for holidays.
Like 90% of Nigerians don't even have their.
You make it sound as if Nigeria is this place where everybody is fleeing, where everybody is running. Yeah, people are traveling, but people still live there and they live good
there,
lives.
enjoy their lives. They live very good lives.
So I just want us to balance that discussion.
It's just,
you know how bad it is with all these things now that some Nigerians who even live in the diaspora, they are scared of going to Nigeria. I'm afraid. Nigeria is not safe. Nigeria, yes. Where is safe? Is it America that is safe? Where is safe in this world? Tell me.
Nowhere.
It is only when God preserves you that you are safe.
Nowhere.
How many times that they go on a school, they buy people up and down for America? Where is this? Where is safe?
Nowhere.
So if they put you down, you don't need to put yourself down. I am a proud Nigerian. I will ever be proud of my country, even though it is not how it's not how I want it to be. I want it to be better. I have zero regards. What the politicians are doing is heartbreaking. I wish we'll get our act together, but don't come and tell me what not about my country. And you're calling us a poor country. You are so rich.
And to be because the UK is not really big. Sorry. Is it because the UK is not really big? Because this same thing happened in Canada. It's been happening. YouTubers everywhere talking about Canadian immigration. Why didn't it cast like this particular one? Do you know why? I'm just wondering. Does anybody know why?
It's political.
I know why. It's political. Exactly. Yeah. It's politics.
Everything in the UK is politics.
It's politics.
I see.
Everything is politics.
It's politics.
If Tiamiyu understood the BBC, the media, and the way the UK politics is set up, he would know that interview was not for his own good. He would know that it was a setup.
Like you said, Adewale is just a little pawn in the old chess game.
He was just a pawn. He was just a pawn. I mean, if you look at that interview Dr. Emeka made with Nigel Farage, Dr. Emeka knows who Nigel Farage is. That guy always puts words in your mouth. He knows who he is. That guy is very, very anti-immigration, and he always.
He's not only anti-immigration. He's almost to the level of white supremacy. That man you're saying there.
Almost like that. He always hides facts.
Yes, that's
he
how
he is. The entire truth.
You see the way he said it that aren't you needed over there? The way he said over there.
Exactly.
of over 200
Over there
million
in the
people.
poor
You say
country.
over there, like in that. You know how you tell a child to
Exactly.
go to over one corner.
Like, how do you call somebody's country a poor country to the person's face? Really,
Because
he's terrible.
he's talking from a condescending place. Like I studied Nigel Farage for so long that I knew that guy and what he does and how he talks. If Dr. Emeka was not smart enough, he would have said something bad in that interview. He would have. So I just want Nigerians who newly arrived. I'm not saying don't come or don't do anything. Just be private and just press break a little bit. Study the environment. Just like a little bit. Just press break a little bit and study the environment. Try to know how things work before you go out and start giving opinions you're not sure of.
That's the lesson.
Just
That's
a
the huge
That's just
lesson.
a lesson.
Yeah.
Don't. You've just. I mean, you haven't even been to. You haven't been in the UK for a year, and you've become a consultant, an immigration consultant. To find out loud.
I never want to say he's a consultant.
Exactly. He became a consultant.
And to be, I think they must have been studying that guy's whatever on YouTube, the way he
the way
he talks.
And he even kept on bragging that I want to help 5 people. Did you hear him on that? Like,
I heard him. He said 10 at first. He said 10. He initially said 10 people. Then he now said 5.
He now said 5.
He said he wants to help people.
Yes, to come to the UK. He said it on that live yesterday.
He's a lie.
Yeah, that's what he
That
said.
if we select 10 people that will help. Can you imagine that?
He said he wants to help people to come to the
After he now said 10 is too much. That's what he was saying.
And to me, he's now a UK
consultant.
They went for him. They knew.
A UK consultant.
And he played into their hands.
It's not just him. They've studied a lot of them on YouTube. YouTube is free. They will have their home office agents studying.
I wish Nigerians had one language that will all under, apart from pidgin.
Any language you have interpreters.
Nigerians
forget that.
Nigerians are working for them. Nigerians are working.
You know, even in our daily work, you know how many they pay thousands of pounds to interpreters. Some people, their only job here is to interpret what you are saying. Are you kidding me? You never know Igbo people. Wow. You funny, oh. Which language?
With AI, you can interpret anything.
They're going to interpret and give them
AI, yeah.
He said japa.
And to be that one paying you, true. And to be that thing paying you.
I pay me pass. Every time they talk, now I pay me pass. When the BBC a presenter, they say japa. I say
meaning escape. Ha.
Okay, Amadaya, you are next now. Okay, say something. Let me quickly add people. There are so many people waiting to speak. Okay.
I mean,
maybe I should even leave so that people. Should I leave so people can come in?
No, you don't have to. They can. Okay. Well, it's just one by one. Yeah, if you want to stay, it's fine.
When I listened to that guy's interview, I wasn't so shocked because most of these people that do these things, especially whenever when you say your name, they're written in pencil.
It's in a pencil.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for the super chat. God bless you, Ojare.
You don't even know. You will not come on YouTube and be saying that you want to help people to how?
I knew he was arrogant, but I didn't even listen to where they said that he said he wants to help people to come here. Imagine.
And there's one thing I always tell people that come to me and say that because I studied in Sweden. Oh, you know very much about. I said no. Policies change. Go to the website. Every government, every country, they go to their website and learn what is new. Don't use me as a yardstick to say you want to move to here or there. Everybody has different, different reasons for moving. And one thing about migration is, whether we like it or not, from the beginning of the world to the end of the world, people will always have a reason to migrate. Migration will never stop.
Never. And it's not only Africans that migrate. Let's get that correct.
Indians are migrating as much, in fact, more than the number of Indians living in India, actually more than the number of Nigerians living in Nigeria. Yeah, but people don't know that.
Okay.
But they're very discreet. I mean, secretive with their own whatever. You don't see them coming online to.
When in the UK? When coming to the UK? UK?
You don't be seeing YouTube titles, all these that relocating finally with family of 5 to UK.
Auntie P, I just saw something. Sorry. Somebody just said something in the comments that she's seen a Nigerian student do a YouTube video where she described how she cut corners to arrange proof of funds on
Somebody.
YouTube.
This guy, he actually on that Fish Live, he said, that they lie in Nigerian CV. All those kind of things make, I don't
Yeah,
know.
he said
How
that.
would you say so?
You see?
How can you say that? How can you
This guy
how can you tell people that
demarketed
you
Nigeria.
arrange your proof of funds? Like why? Why are YouTubers doing that?
You see?
And
What did he not say?
Wow.
the guy also said that the video was for 1 hour and that he addressed so many things. He addressed different issues that we blacks are facing here, we that are just coming, and it took only 25 seconds. And I was like, if I come and say, oh, Emeka is a good doctor, Emeka is, I praise him, then I say, Emeka, and I say something terrible about Emeka. Tell me how that has not scattered all the good things that you said. Because if you said, because he claimed that he was speaking for us. If you were speaking for us, what has that 25
Who
seconds?
made him a spokesman? Who made him a spokesman? Una
So
appoint
after
am,
speaking,
una get WhatsApp group for international students.
I don't even know
He's
the
not
guy
even a
before.
student. He's a dependent. I don't want
He's a
even to pay me
dependent.
pass. The guy is a
Ah,
dependent. They bring you
they
come
really
because of
targeted
student
him.
visa. Okay.
All this, let's build Africa together. Africa, I don't think Africa will unite, Jerry. It would have been nice, to be honest, but
You don't tell me we don't build them come. My great grandparents, my
greed
grandparents.
will not allow us. Greed will not allow us,
Watch the
unfortunately.
adverts. Just watch it. Enjoy the adverts. Stop complaining. You know what? Make I get coins. Which one you did? You want me to
After the
set ring
sacrifice.
light? I will begin do videos on when to come to the UK now. How to come to the UK. How the UK. My experience of living in the UK 17 whole years. I don't tire. I beg. I won't go Naija. Honey, babe, thank you so much. No. You did not, darling. No. I understand. I no vex at all. No, I no feel vex for you now. You're my darling. I no vex for you. I understand where you are coming from. But that's a whole different conversation. You see, this is what I want us to do. When we want to, for outside, if you're picking do something, there's a way you talk to them. When you reach out and you could deal with them where inside house. It's like that. This matter is like that, honey, babe. We are talking about British people now, so let's face them. Then when we come reach out, we'll deal with ourselves as Nigerians. We'll come face our leaders where abuse them, where yap them, where. That's my point. Not that, no. What you said.
Auntie B, I invited my friend for this show and I'm seeing her here. I'm so happy.
Oh, who is she?
Norma.
Okay.
Hello, she's on. Good evening.
She's on now. Welcome, Norma. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. Great show. My friend brought me, and I'm glued.
It's our first time.
Already.
Are you one of the UK Shashade as well?
I'm not a Shashade. Not yet, anyway. I'm still in Naija.
You are still in Naija?
Yes, I am.
So
that's
people
why
are still in
Naija. It's painful. People are saying, I am in Naija.
How you guys
so
receiving
annoying.
this news of Tiamiyu? How are you feeling about it?
I don't think I don't even want to start going on. Like when I saw it, I left. My mouth was open for literally 5 minutes. These girls, I'm like, is this guy okay? What is he saying? How can you say people pay 15,000 pounds just to japa? So
for degree that they don't need. You say they don't need the degree.
Like they don't need it. You know how much it is in Nigerian currency. You know that's enough for you to start a good business. So you do not see anything to do with the money. You just decided to throw it away. I mean, this thing taught me something like do your research. I'm sure if this guy had researched, he would have known what they wanted to do to him or use him for. Because to me, they just used him. They used the guy, use our well. Like the difference between his interview and Dr. Emeka's interview.
He wanted to be famous.
That's the guy in
Nigeria. There's a wahala that comes with fame,
I'm telling you, Nigel, the one that is kept trying to bait Dr. Emeka, but he never fell for it. Never.
He was dodging.
He was dodging. If we give him, we go give him back. That's the thing because it's so painful. You say nobody really needs it. You just want to jack. You even go and explain what the japa come mean. Oh God.
That was too much.
Oh
When you they talk
God.
too much, one day you go miss yan. Now so
Yeah.
on a scale when you know expect. So a lot of Nigerians not happy with them for yonder, with this Tiamiyu. What's in Nigerians go? Tiamiyu, make it the girl of say no they Nigeria. Therefore treat him fuck
They
up.
forgot that.
They see am for road. If they see am for road.
Before that time, they go not post the number first. If people don't put the fuck up for line,
This
they will
number
be
go don't post the
like,
phone number. They for
I'm
don dey
telling
call am.
you. I'm telling you by now. If I don't treat her by now, like,
Oh my god.
so annoying.
Man, no worry. Let me tell you this, Norma. You see UK
Yeah.
and Agra they do. They need una money. You see all
I
these
know now.
universities. I tell me by the story now. They don't try them before it not work.
If they don't need you, why would they?
They
Why
need
do they
una money. They need una
everybody?
manpower. Una they work. You guys come here to work. You bring money to university. They need it. The universities.
need
Why
am.
do you say that? Why do you think they issued that statement about condemning the policy?
Because they know that I'm sure if they do an analysis, of which you even rightly said in your listening, if they do an analysis of the total number of students that come to their universities every year, I'm very sure more than half of the population will be international students. British people, even people not
Obviously.
like book. They're not they read.
Yeah.
Even if they implement it, they will reverse it again because they need that money.
It's just a matter of time.
So no.
Oh, they will. They can't do without it. They cannot do without it.
Like Yorubas will say, "Obani kobaje."
Because if they close door, other countries
they wait for them. They go give
if they close door, other countries, the Nigerians don't go come UK. That's just
you know my plan. I'm going into tech. I want to end up eventually in artificial intelligence. I want to do that with masters. But I have 3 boys. Who I want to leave them for? So if I go follow me join body, so
of course, how you go leave your children because you won't go school? No, you have a right to bring your children and your husband with you.
People they bring their mama or go Canada, they carry their mama safe.
Somebody for comment section thought say Indians they bring their grandpapa and their grandmama.
Yes.
Now,
you see what is supposed to? This is what Tiamiyu should have said. Only say no get sense. You know, it is supposed to. When they answer that question,
focus on Nigerians. Nigerians that is only international.
Why are they bringing people dependent? Say we are a family-oriented people.
We live a communal life. We live a communal life.
You know, community. And imagine leaving your country and being isolated in a different country, especially if you've got
alone
children. You need the support. That's why we need to bring our dependent. It's simple. It's self-explanatory.
It's over off point. People like who they pay money. Now make me want to say, I be really doing for this asylum thing because I cannot get it. I cannot wrap my head around it. Like, what thing you they think?
That's why I was asking you, Mrs. Rancis, you that came with pregnancy and a toddler. How would you have survived your master's program without your husband?
I will leave my pikin for Nigeria.
Even with your husband, it was tough for you.
It was tough. Yes.
Even with the husband, yes.
Who are they tell? Now you are they tell today. Say no matter how much help I have, it's still never enough.
It was still never enough.
My mama elder sister day. No, my mother will come. This one will come. My brother day, my husband day. It's still like I don't have the hand. So I imagine how people when not even get anybody at all, they cope.
They come alone. Imagine
Not
somebody you go to masters, you go to your masters, you're pregnant, and then you give them.
The school here is intense. They give you home. They give you
assignments.
It be like it was past exam. If they give you assignments.
Yeah, you go prepare to sit down write exam. Yeah, very true.
Thank you so much for the super chat. She said, "Auntie, our community was japa. Tiamiyu custom. If we see, I'm gonna give him water,
like back to back. He go collect. Forget. He go collect them. May not try to Nigeria. May not even.
No, forgive me. Mama, forgive our brother. Now mistake. Forgive
no, this one not be my brother. This one not follow for Nigerian at all. You're not supposed to fall your brother hand like this.
I know it was too much. And to be no matter how we're laughing about this, it was too much.
It
was too much.
May not try come Nigeria. May not try
because they're
from
but you could
don't worry. Ogadima, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry. UK people won't have Lenny. They need you now. Leave that matter. Thank you, Norma. Make I move on because plenty people still there to yarn, Jare. Kitchen connoisseur, I haven't seen you in a bit, darling sis. How are you? Unmute yourself. Okay. You
You,
muted. Let me
how are
see.
you?
I'm good. I've missed you.
I've been on holiday, that's why.
Ah, good for you. You worked too hard. You deserve that holiday. I'm so happy to hear that.
I think I did. I will agree with you. I did deserve the holiday. Yeah.
You
So
do.
I've
You
come
do.
back and I was missing your show. So today I came in. I know you guys are all Naija hyped. So I am going
We
to
are, we are, we are, we are, we are, we are
we are
drinking
all
Niger Kool-Aid. We are, oh, you see, the thing that binds Nigeria is when we have somebody in common that we want to,
so
give water.
so I,
Oh
I
my
want to, I
God.
just want to give my 2 cents, but
Mm-hmm.
it may not be very popular. So what I wanted to say is I know that I did get a gist of someone who did some interview that was inflammatory and gave sort of in-house secrets away and and so on. But I just wanted to say that he is just maybe being used as a cover up for any decision that's being made. And this is not only affecting Nigerians, it's going to affect a lot of foreigners, mainly Africans who are coming in. But believe me, this has been in the pipeline for a long time. When they make decisions like this, they would have been looking for a way to try and bring it in. They've been looking at a lot of things. So this would have been a policy decision, just like the boats, the small boats situation. You know, that is, hello?
I'm here. I can hear you, darling. Go ahead.
Yeah, you just disappeared. Yeah.
No, no,
So
no. I'm here. Yeah, I'm listening.
okay. Yeah,
Mm.
so it's just like the small boats situation. You know how they've stopped migration coming in through the small boats. That on its own is a big political hoo-ha. But there's also the same issue with migrants. There's just I think, a crackdown on migration right across the board. And sometimes it's very difficult to just say we don't want
Mm.
these people coming in. So they
Yeah.
look for certain things to help them explain away their decisions. I
Yeah.
know that by virtue of you guys being the most populous country in Africa, in the continent of Africa, you represent a greater number as Nigerians. But there are a lot of other Africans as well who come here to school, and equally they're going to be affected by this. So they needed to be a way of explaining this situation. This guy, I know everybody's going for him, but this guy is just just a coating. He's just, when you build a house and you just want
Yeah.
to paint it on the
He just want
outside.
to paint it. He just
He
and
really,
they served him up on a plate. It was like dessert.
exactly, you've
Olodo.
said it. You've said it. So really, I don't think they would
I'm
make a
looking
policy
for
decision
laptop
based on
charge.
one person's interview. This is deeper than that. Remember, policy decisions are going to be argued, they're going to be debated on. They also have to go along with the laws of this country, including the human rights laws, particularly if you're talking about people not coming with their dependents. You're also looking at a breach of Article 8, the right to family life. So
Exactly.
yeah, so that is those things have been thought through, they've been debated, they've been thought
Yeah.
out, and they'll need to explain this. I know they've said it's coming out. The best thing that people can do, particularly the people who are listening to you now, is to sign the petitions that are going and make sure that that matter is debated and discussed, and those issues are brought out, because they're going to affect a whole multitude of people, not
They want to
necessarily.
break families up because people should come here to study alone for a course that will take up to 2 years and leave their immediate family back home.
Yeah.
How's
and
that? I mean,
Exactly. I mean, and as long as people can demonstrate that they haven't been committing crimes, they haven't been using. I mean, one of the conditions is that you shouldn't rely on public funds. if you're not claiming public funds in any way. I know that people these days have to pay a health surcharge, so they're not getting NHS for free, for instance. They will get, access to school and everything for free, which everybody has rights to. But they are also keeping an eye on the pressure on their resources. And it's easier to blame somebody who's coming in from the
Yeah,
outside than to look within. So
but my point is then, kitchen connoisseur, if you want to cut down on legal migration, it's simple. You have the offices abroad, your home office offices that give these visas. Tell the university the capacity of what you think your country can take. Why are they targeting Nigerians? That's my problem with this whole
do you know what's
conversation.
weird? They didn't specifically say in the memo or in the legislation Nigerians. They're going to be targeting every single person who is coming for tertiary education. Anyone who's coming as a master's student is going to be targeted. And we know who those people are. I'll tell you who are the people who are in universities at the moment, who are filling up the universities, particularly the master's programs. It's the Asians, it's the Africans, and the Indians. Those are the people who form the bulk. Hello?
You didn't say Nigel Farage talking about Asians. It's Nigerians, poor countries like Nigeria that he was talking about.
But remember, Nigel Farage is not necessarily the government, and you know what the government think of
He's
him.
not the government, but we know what he did with Brexit.
He
We
did,
know
but
the part that he played. Have you forgotten so soon?
no. I know the part he played, but now when you look at the makeup of it right now, you know that it doesn't feature. But one thing we need to know about our current government is that they are very tight-fisted. They are watching the numbers. Rishi is watching the numbers. He's very
I feel
careful
I don't know
about.
what anybody is telling me. I feel like they're targeting Nigeria. That is my own
But
because
you know
why
that.
did the BBC choose of all the international students that are coming a dependent who is obviously very oblivious of everything? He's new, he's naive, he's so freaking ignorant, and they decide to feature him. And you
But
tell me they are not targeting Nigerians?
how do you know that they didn't interview any other nationality?
I don't see any other person they interviewed about people that are jackbuying. I didn't see anything.
Because people don't refer to those terms. They wanted in particular that particular set of people. I'm sure they're going to go and interview other people who are going to be the same. What I'm saying is, when particularly we fight these battles, it's important for us. I think what limits us is that sometimes we get into national groupings. The thing with Asians, you can't separate Indians, Pakistanis, and Bangladesh. We've had interactions with Bangladeshi people. They stand together and they will fight an issue together.
All Asians, they stand together with their groups. It's only Africans.
Yeah, they stand together. So with us, we are better united than divided and saying you're poking. We should be, as a continent, be saying if you poke one of us, you've poked
You're
all
poking all of us.
all of us.
Absolutely.
The problem is when one people separate themselves and say it's us, because the reason why
Isn't that how the indirect rule they did in Nigeria worked? That's it
exactly,
now. Divide and rule.
yes, but we know it, and we shouldn't be allowing them to do that because the immigration rules, CSP, that will be set up is not going to say Nigerians. It's going to be saying international students. So that is not only going to affect Nigerians, it's going to affect everybody across the board.
Yeah.
So what
Absolutely.
I wanted to just say is, I think we just need to stand firm and start producing a message of firmness as a community.
Yes.
Than just standing and watching them do what it is they want.
Yeah.
I think somebody talked about us being more influential in politics, being more influential in places where we can talk. We can rant and rave in these forums like yours, but this is not going to get us anywhere. From here, this active grouping, you need to be saying to people, I'm starting a petition, and start that petition. And using your influence, then people from there will take that to number 10, march to number 10, and say, this is our petition.
Somebody is saying that Nigel Farage is just a journalist. Timothy, why are you saying this? That Nigel Farage is not just a journalist. He wasn't even a journalist when he started Brexit. Like joke. Brexit is our reality today.
But you know what? At that time, there were people who had an appetite for that. This
He
is
was not a member of the Conservative Party.
No, he
Even
was a
David
member.
Cameron, that was our prime minister then, was not for Brexit. As hardened as what's her name, Theresa May was, she was not for Brexit. But he still managed to campaign with Boris, and they passed that referendum and won it. Don't ever take the power of social media or media generally. Don't take it for granted. It is very powerful. It influences opinions. It changes people's perspective, and people can change their mind about things because of people like Nigel Farage.
Yeah, but you remember, Brexit is slightly different. Brexit also came to a British people who at that time didn't want foreigners. So
it's the same thing they are doing now. It's the same thing they are doing. It's not Brexit, but it's always about we don't want foreigners. They don't want foreigners.
And at that time, the target were Eastern Europeans. You remember, it was the Eastern Europeans.
Of course. I was laughing now. I was laughing and say, now the focus is not on Africans. It's Europeans now. How did that end for them? How did that work for them?
Yes, this is what I was going to say, that today it might be you, tomorrow it will be somebody else. It's always somebody else. It's always somebody else, but it's how you as a people deal with it. It's how you as a people take it on and face the government and say, no, we are people here. And particularly, I would say for Nigerians, West Africans in general, Ghanaians and Nigerians, you've been here the longest, more than most other Africans. You've put your roots down. Most of you are established in places of establishment. You need to be saying, we've established things in this country. We've assisted the economy. We've assisted the educational institutions. You need us here as much as you need.
No, we're afraid to ask. Most Africans are always afraid to demand something because we stay in that gratitude that, oh, they allowed us to be here. We are grateful for being here. That's rubbish.
No,
I don't belong to that group.
No, what we need to be wanting is we need to be wanting to be part of the community, because we make up the community of England. England is now a very, very diverse community. And
it's always been diverse, it's not today. But they know who you see. They say in my language that if we are greeting, when you're greeting a group of people, but you know the person that you are greeting, you can be greeting 3 people, but you know who you are greeting amongst those 3 people. So it's always been diverse. It's not today. Right from in the 70s, 60s, it's always been diverse, but they know when they start this narrative, they know who they are, who they mean. And then they come back later on and then they change it. And then because it's not working for them, it's like I almost feel like they always leave the door open when they need something from a particular group of immigrants. And then when they get it, they shut it. And then they open it. Why did they change it? The the post studies visa that they stopped a few years ago, people stopped coming to the UK. I remember YouTubers started making videos about going to Canada, going to other places to study. And they literally were making noise about, don't come to the UK. Don't come to the UK. What did they do? They changed it. They changed it. So, I mean, I'm just saying that they need us too, as much as we need them. Thank you so much, Kitty Konosia. So many people waiting.
Let's take more something.
Yes, my dear.
Yeah, people are predicting that there's a special announcement coming for Nigerians tomorrow. Because when they released the news on Monday about stopping the Dependants thing, they mentioned that more news would unfold as the week goes by. So today you announced the thing, the next day we're seeing Tiamiyu. So it makes people now think that, is there something up with Nigerians alone for them to release this thing? Could it be that the news they're going to release on Thursday could be that, we haven't blacklisting Nigerians generally? Because it's something they can do.
Let's wait and see what they have to say. Yeah, we are here. Sit down and look. Nah, dog name. We're here. It's okay. Winty Jojo, you are next. Welcome. Let's take all the callers because we've got so many people still waiting. Are you there? Unmute yourself, please. Okay, Winty Jojo is not talking.
Yeah, hello.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
All right, welcome. What do you have to say?
Good afternoon, everybody. Good
Mm-hmm.
afternoon. Panels. Omo, I don't live in the UK, but those videos became a nuisance. I don't even watch them because there was one I saw which I thought was the lowest of all. The person said, if you're in the UK and you want to go and buy something, make sure you take your nylon or plastic bag.
I saw
I
one
was
that this Jamiu Abi Miss Louis did. He said how to take bus in the UK. How to take
until
bus in the
dude,
UK.
eh,
Yanko?
do we need all those stupid videos? How relevant that everybody now became like a immigration advisor. Eh, I mean, it becomes ridiculous. I could dey wonder, say people know they migrate to other Western world. Why this set of individuals who just migrated, their voice is so loud and not only loud, nuisance. They're not even classy about it. You know, like there was one video that Augusta Gold sh- did, in which she said about this lady who used to be a CEO in Nigeria, got to the UK and she started doing a care job, and she started weeping. I understand, she saw herself doing this job, then she did a video. And I said, before you took up that care job from Nigeria, you know the kind of field you are going to. You decide to pack up. And I said, when you're an immigrant in a country, you will do different kind of thing to reach where you want to be. Does that entail you putting a camera to your face and now saying, look, I was a CEO in Nigeria, I was a boss lady, then I came here, now I'm now doing this. Our videos the end, one way take for you. Please, all these people that are doing this content, you all need to calm down. You all need to stop it. Just calm down and pipe low. You know,
Take it.
calm
Mm,
down, pipe low. That's it.
mm. Thank
You
you.
don't see even here in the states. There's a big immigration debate going on now. Do you see and the face of the immigration here in the states is mostly people from South America. Do you see the South Americans saying, if you want to come to America, you take this train, go through Nicaragua, go through Brazil. In fact, then they voice for their people. Their politicians now they are coming up with policies saying Dignity Act. Now so our people supposed to they talk for social media. Something will go lead to pathway to citizenship. No be all this stupid video if you they go supermarket make you carry nylon.
Somebody talk for here just now say, Winty Jojo, thank you very much. Somebody say there was a video about community fridge and taking loads of food for free. Chai, I don't know. And people keep saying that BBC has nothing to do with policies. BBC has nothing to do. Why you people keep talking like this? Now, wow, I don't understand if you guys understand how the system of government work in this part of the world. This is not Africa. Everything that happens on media is directly policies are affected. They can change as a result of media. Why do you think the political parties in the UK, for instance, Daily Mail is for one and Daily Mirror is for one, Sun, all of them, they have their affiliations. You think it's a joke? Abi? And I don't even know the power of media. Make her they look and they laugh. Isha, welcome, Jare. Can you hear me? Unmute yourself.
Hello, hi Auntie B.
Hello, are you in the UK?
Yeah, I am. My partner, well, my husband called a few months ago. OP, we live in Derby.
Right.
Oh God, I was just laughing because someone just put up a comment
Mm-hmm.
saying that UK people are unpredictable like their weather, which is true. For me, like what that lady just said about the videos, I watch a lot. I'm not Nigerian, but I'm married to a Nigerian person.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and in Derby alone, there's a group that I know of, over 1,000 of them in that group, which is fine, and that's a community. But it's just the fact that all of this video YouTubers that are making, it has caused so much nuisance. And one thing these people are failing to realize in the UK, because I've lived here for almost 20 years,
Mm-hmm.
they're failing to realize that these people are watching them, they're assessing them.
Mm-hmm.
They do all of this. And this guy that did this video interview with the BBC, they must have watched several videos, and they must have chose him in particular, because why I say that is that, why did they not choose other YouTubers? Why this person? They must have checked him and assessed him that he's naive. He hasn't got much intelligence on the UK laws and immigration. All they do is, oh, hi people, welcome to the UK, or we are relocating or jackpotting to the UK, and all of that they keep saying on YouTube. Thousands of them. I don't know what money they're trying to make on YouTube. But they will soon start packing all of them if they're not careful. If they don't start putting their camera down, they'll start packing.
Isha said they will start packing if they don't put their ring light. If you don't put your ring, if you don't freaking put that ring light and camera down, they will deport you.
They will start packing. Because I've had something from a family friend that even some students in Derby, they start cancelling their visa, because what they do is, before their graduation, they will cut out 1 month out of their visa and say they're no longer needed. They will come back. They're allowed to come back for their graduation, but they need to go back to Nigeria.
Yes.
They start doing that. So this is the point of, why did that guy go and do that? They choose him for a purpose, and they see that he's a weakling.
He thought he's so amazing. That's why they chose him.
Exactly. And the way he was talking, it was just like, he felt so confident within himself. Like, yes, they've chosen me. I've overcome this. Like, I've arrived. I know it all in the UK.
Are you from Sierra Leone, Isha?
Yes, I am.
Okay. I can tell. Okay, I have a Sierra Leonean friend. She used to say to me, she said, you go land.
Exactly.
You go land. See, you see that guy? What is his name again? Ishaku, or what is his name? He go land.
He go land. Exactly. He go land. Because they know the land, but then go land.
He go land by force. Maybe he don't land now. Nigerians have visited him, so he's landing now by force.
Exactly. He's so annoying and just, oh my God. He's spoiling things for other people that are coming from greener pastures.
Oh my God.
These people, they are assessing, they're looking, and they'll start packing some of them. All of these YouTubers.
It's that packing that you say that makes me laugh, Isha. That's so funny. You say they start packing them. I didn't load.
I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but that
I didn't load that they will be packing. You see, they will start packing them.
I don't want to be a negative Nancy, but that's what is going to start happening, because that's what exactly some of these people are failing to realize, that these people observe and then watch social media, and they're forgetting that in this country, this is not Africa where there's no database. There's database for every single person. All our information, everything is on a system. So the moment they did something, you said Jack Robinson, they know.
Thank you so much, Isha. I thoroughly enjoyed talking to you. You are so funny. They go learn. It's not learn, no. That's how my Sierra friend saying. You go learn. Shebi, Tiamiyu is learning now. He's learning. Bio, my brother, welcome, Jare. Well done. I know you're busy. It's fine. Esther, you are next. Welcome. Unmute yourself, please. Where are you joining us from?
Hi, I'm actually joining from the States, but I lived in Sheffield for some years before I moved. So Isha that just finished speaking, she just sent me this link, and I'm like, okay, like, because the whole thing is so painful, the whole situation, right? And this is what I have to say. It's just so sad that the Tiamiyu guy was just a pawn in their own game of chess. You know, if you look at this other Emeka, I don't know if you've seen.
Oh yeah, we played.
Yeah, exactly. You see, they won't target those kind of individuals to speak.
Amazing guy.
Why? Exactly. Why didn't they use a video of Emeka, but instead they chose to use Tiamiyu's video. You understand? It's just so sad. I just hope everybody learns from this. Like a lot of people that are currently in the UK, especially because is this UK people that are always everywhere? Why? You see, the other day I saw a video of how I paid £200 for my hair in UK, and I'm like, what? Is this supposed to be a story? There are other cheaper stores. You can pay £100 for your hair, for your braids. Also, must you be out there? Must you
They must do video
must
about every damn
exactly
thing.
how
Yeah.
to take your plastic bag? What is that? What in heaven is that? It does not make no sense. So I just pray everybody learns from this. And at the end of the day, when I saw that video, I concluded that, see, as individuals, right, we should learn how to be emotionally intelligent. This guy would have he would have just been smart to maneuver the whole situation, but no, he did not. He chose to do what he did, And if you even look at the guy, I had to go and read up on this guy. This guy was a former police officer in Nigeria. He barely moved. Yeah, he moved there like September last year. You can imagine.
It's not done 1 year. That's the one that made me laugh. They will pack him. You see the way that Isha said that they will pack people. Tiamiyu is the first person they will pack. He will be in that carrier bag when they are packing people.
Exactly. You maybe when he heard BBC wanted to blah blah blah, he was feeling fly. Agent Tiamiyu, YouTuber. What? See now, I just pray everybody, all the YouTubers, everybody learn. Even I myself, it's just a lesson. Be smart, know what to say, when to say what, how to maneuver situations.
Especially when you are talking to the owners of the land.
Exactly.
They don't like you.
These guys are smart.
No, they don't like you.
They are smart.
No, don't ever think that because somebody is coming from BBC to talk to you, they like you.
Exactly. I'm wearing now. So it's just so sad.
Come on. So you will deceive you and pet you until they put
these guys colonized us. They colonized us. What are you expecting? It is well.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your contribution, my darling. I appreciate you. Jonathan, you are next in line for a miracle. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Hi. We have a man for the first time. Wow, man of prestige has been waiting as well, but I decided because I know his patience. Let's just take this new commerce. How are you? Welcome. Are you in the UK, Jonathan?
I'm in the US.
Right.
Yes.
So, what do you have to say? Welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Yes, no problem. So, I echo everything that has been said thus far. If anything, this guy, he really put his foot in his mouth without realizing it. Because let's be real. When Nigerians come over here to the States, be it the UK, Australia, of course, they're coming over there for more opportunity. I just wish that he had elaborated on that furthermore. If you will, as opposed to just saying that they don't really need the
degree,
if you will.
Yeah.
So, but on the flip side of that, I think what needs to be said is that perception isn't always reality, because I feel like when people leave Nigeria and they come west, they think that everything is going to be all rosy and fine, and it's not. It's not. People really need to realize that when you come over here, there's going to be a whole other set of challenges awaiting you when you come over. So you really have to be diligent and do your homework. I mean, when I was in Nigeria recently, family members used me as a cash cow. So much so that I've had to block most of them on my instant messenger, WhatsApp.
Is this how you speak? If you speak like this, the way you are speaking now when you go to Nigeria, is this how you speak when you go over there?
Yes and no. Yes and no, because here's the thing.
Jonathan, if you go to Naija and you don't lose that accent, and start to rap pigeon. It's not only cash cow. They'll
That's the
use you.
thing.
They'll
And
use you as cash malu.
even when I attempt to speak the pidgin, the North American accent, it's still in there. So they can even know.
They will know. Hey,
So
yeah.
if anything, people just need to realize that, when you're coming over, please do your homework. Please do your homework. You really got to realize that everything you see in the movies, everything you see on YouTube, especially, it's not real. It's not real. Because most of these YouTubers, they're not going to tell you the truth, the day-to-day, what it is like living outside of Nigeria. So if anything, I'll just leave it at that.
All right. Thank you so much, Jonathan. I appreciate you. You are right. Absolutely. But next time you go to Nigeria, just come down to everybody's level. Speak like them. Dress like them. Don't try to be American in any way.
Right.
It's not like you're going to lose your Americanness. Like, people will still know. I don't know, but they have a way of always knowing. Maybe the way, your skin tone or whatever. But, the way you still talk, they still figure it out. But me, once I enter Nigeria like this, I'm more Nigerian than them. They will say, some people will say, are you sure you came? I say, leave Obodoyibo alone, I beg. When you are in Rome, behave like a Roman. What is Obodoyibo? When I'm in Nigeria, So it's like that. I do understand what you were saying about, using you as it comes to the territory. It does. Honestly, it's the reality. There's just so much need that even in your heart of heart, if you're an empath like some of us, you just have to, because the need is too much. Thank you for joining us, and please call us again. I did enjoy talking to you. All right, now let's move on. Esther, have I taken you?
Yes, you have.
I have. Okay, thank you so much for joining us. Let me let you go. Miss Amor, have I taken you? I can't remember now. You see, too many people in the studio.
No, not yet.
Okay, welcome. Sorry about that.
Yes, so, and to be such a very lovely topic today. Oh my God. Okay, let's say this. Make it quick. I don't think we're making connection with the fact that BAT is about to be inaugurated on Monday.
Okay.
Look at the way they are painting. I mean, like, I like what Kitchen Connoisseur said, and when she said that it was, this is basically a crackdown on all immigrants. But if you notice, it's Nigerian immigrants that the media is choosing to focus on.
Right.
And
you
so
think it's connected?
You said?
You think it's connected to the
I
inauguration?
believe so. I believe it's connected. It's connected. I think we won't know till probably like maybe after the inauguration, when it blasts out that our current president is, whatever
Why
it
do you
is.
think it's connected? Why do you think it's connected?
I think it's trying to paint Nigeria, put a full story to Nigeria as this country of illegalities.
Right.
That's why I look at it. It's like, I think it will be so shallow not to think about it, at least for me. Maybe, let me not use the word shallow, but I think it's way deeper than that. And unfortunately, Tiamiyu, I don't even know what his name is, but the guy, unfortunately, shout out to Ms. Rancid for saying I was a former policeman. I'm like, okay, low baton, like, low
All the
baton.
bribe he collected was not enough for him. He still came here to come and spoil show as a dependent. Who brought Miss Francis? Who brought him here?
Like,
Who brought him? Is it his
I
wife
don't
that
know.
brought him?
We don't. Whoever
marriage?
We don't know. It's so sad. Like, it's so unfortunate.
Is it a dependent? I need to know who is depending on.
And I would say the last thing I would say is, this I better pass my neighbor mindset as Black, as Africans. That is the thing that is constantly killing us as Africans. It's like we don't think from a wholesome point of view. We are so myopic. It's like that. Me, I must do my own. Oh. And that's why there's this whole, you see the YouTubers talking about, me, I just landed in America. Look at my fridge. Look at that. Look at that. Is that, let me come and tension them. Let me come and booga one. Let me show them that I have arrived. That's myopic mindset that we have not honed as Africans. Like, you cannot achieve equity by just thinking of yourself. We have to come together to work, and then you move forward. You bettering your people means you are bringing more opportunities for everybody. And by the way, the UK, the US, all these white institutions are aware. They are aware white minority is a threat to their institution. And when we come in as Africans and we are like, no, I don't really care about that. When we are coming in with with a majority of our population, my dear, they are looking at it, they are seeing the numbers, and they don't like it. And I think we need to move better as a collective. Think about ourselves as a whole. Think about Africa as a whole, how to better ourselves. And lastly, I would say, I am not mad for Africans taking advantage of the system, because what? These people have taken advantage of our system.
And they continue to do so.
Their hands are deep in our resources. So you can't tell me bringing my daddy, my mommy, my mother-in-law, my father-in-law as something, but you people have stolen from my generation. And you are thinking that me collecting just one small meager of your NHS or waiting, you say they give me, I will now be mad. No, I am looking for equity. Africa should be looking for equity. A lot has been taken from us, and we deserve it. So,
absolutely.
yeah, that's my 2 cents.
Yeah, I agree with you. Although the part you said about the politics, I don't know about that. Sounds like, a conspiracy theory, but I hear you about equity. Yeah, we are not, definitely, we should be demanding equity. Yeah, I agree with that. I put his face here so that you can see him. Tiamiyu, I know Miss Francis said that the apology is fake. Like, he was like, he did it to placate people because now he understand. After he went again to be granting interview, to be talking about how, he's speaking the truth. People don't want to hear the truth. This truth matter, and when people are always saying they are speaking the
And to
truth.
be nine truth, not be the truth, nine truth be that. He's not speaking the truth. He's speaking for himself.
Okay. All right, you. Sly. I was just gonna come to you, Sly. Hello, Sly. Is it Sai or SY? I don't know. Hello? SY, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Auntie B.
Hello, where are you joining us from?
Yeah, I'm joining from the UK actually.
Okay, this is Tiamiyu. What do you have to say about the whole situation?
Hey, Auntie B, I was once an international student, and I not in the UK apparently. I won't mention the name of the country because I don't want an investigation to commence regarding.
Can you check your?
But
It's
what
like
I
you're
want to
using
say is,
headphones. It's making noise. Your headphones is
yeah,
making
can you hear
noise.
me now?
I'm hearing you, but
Hear me now.
it's like it's making some sounds that is not very pleasant to the ear. Can you
Oh,
figure
is
it
it?
out? I'll come back to you. Let me come back to you because that sound is not very pleasant. Man of Prestige. Hello.
Auntie B, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hold on a second. Just gotta get rid of the background noise. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, how on a day? Oh, God.
You don't hear?
Yeah. Let me see here. Start that. Okay, just want to make sure I show my face. Since you are showing face today, I want to make sure I show my face.
We are showing face. Whenever we are talking about japa with Mrs. Rancis, I always show my face because this is serious stuff.
Abio. Yeah,
Hello,
this
man of
is.
prestige.
Hey.
When we are doing bebon, we can hide, but this is serious stuff. People's life are literally, affected
Yes.
or impacted by these issues.
Yes. This is a big topic. I'm still gonna do a show about it later on, but I just wanted to jump on here because I was hearing some quite interesting points earlier.
I agree with for the most part with what people were saying. But yeah, shout out to you, Miss Mabel. But Abio, how far now? How you doing? Yeah. So my the three things I want to highlight here is a power intelligence. You know, I see a lot of people are stuck on the truth thing again as usual. He's speaking his truth. Speaking truth.
Truth.
Everybody not truth teller, but not
This truth
truth now.
teller. This truth is not easy to tell truth.
So I get it. In fact, there was a guy that was speaking on a show last night. It was like, "Why are you apologizing?" It's like, "Why are you apologizing for speaking the truth?" I'm the only one left in the show. I hope you know.
Yes, I did that on purpose. Go ahead.
Okay, all right, good. It's like, why are you apologizing for telling the truth? And I said, oh my show, But the issue, one of the things that make this kind of conversation more difficult is that yes, on paper you might be speaking the truth. The issue is that you're socially awkward. You're weird. That tíṣù èèyàn bá jiná, Yorùbá people sọ pé tíṣù èèyàn bá jiná wọ́n máa ń fọwọ́ bò jẹ ni. Somehow especially this new generation, somehow they think they're just wiser and they're smarter.
That word, socially awkward.
Yeah, it's weird. Like it's not. Kì í ṣe gbogbo tójú bá ti rí kọ́ lẹ́nu máa ń sọ.
Ó ń ṣe gbogbo aṣọ náà máa ń sa sínú.
Gbogbo aṣọ kọ́ lèèyàn sá lórun. Why do we need to spell everything out? Jesus.
I think so.
These people, oh God. But anyway, yeah. So it comes to the people you think you're telling truth to. You're just telling the truth. These people, they are playing you. They're finessing you, and you have to be careful out there. Like, just gotta pay a little bit more attention. And no, you're not telling the truth. You are a liar. At best, you're a liar, because there's more to the reasons why people decide to leave their country. There's much more to it than they just want to lie, or they want to lie on a CV. There is more to that story, and if you can't see, it doesn't mean you're not a liar. Ignorance is not an excuse.
Benny, lágbára Ọlọ́run.
So it's just kind of sad watching that young man completely derailed himself. He was trying to apologize yesterday. He was confused. Once he sees that one person supports him, he will now like, I apologize, but they are making me feel what?
No, I think he started out by saying, it's maybe that knows the whole story because I didn't watch it. He started out by saying, it will make people uncomfortable when you are. How did he say it? That being real.
Right, being real is offensive. No, it's not being real that's offensive. It's social awkwardness that's offensive. You're weirdo. You need to stop talking altogether, including anybody who supports you. Everybody in this world, every part of this world knows that people do what they gotta do to survive. It's always been that way.
Exactly.
There's nothing new about that. Okay? They do what they have to do to survive. Yes, including wrong things. Oh, you need us to spell it out. They are wrong. Okay? Are you happy now? It's not everything. And for the people that run to the internet to tell on everything, yeah, I don't know if we can stop those people, people that are creating content, especially when it's connected to food. Just a little $1 on YouTube. You have to talk. You have to say everything. The
wahala that YouTube money will cost. This YouTube money, wahala to madale.
Yeah, it's social awkwardness. It's social intelligence issue. And then in terms of the power intelligence thing, right? Divide and conquer is a thing. That's a real thing. There's nobody that's allowing you into their country for free. Okay.
Tell them.
You pay fees for those visas. They didn't say, let me check your face before we collect your money. They collect your money first.
Without interview.
Yes. Do you know how many people they collect money for at US Embassy that don't have interviews until 2024?
Ola, you don't even know that some people pay for these universities. They don't get visas. They don't come. It become a hassle for them to get their money back. Inyanko?
It's revenue source. So if they are so holy, Why can't they just stop you and then give you visa first? So this idea that, oh, but he's just speaking, anytime I hear but he's just speaking the truth, I said, you're not saying anything new. Can you tell me something else that's new? Because I know that on paper it looks like the truth, but it's also because you can't see further than your nose. Easy. Like, it's not everything. It's not like if you just entered UK yesterday, like, even forget yesterday, forever and ever, there's always, like you were saying, Auntie B, I was born here. I don't give advice on how to enter this place. I just don't know what I don't know. I don't have the experience. I don't know what I don't. I can't advise you properly on how to enter here in the last 2 years. Even if somebody told me a story from 5 years ago and I know how they went by it, it's probably changed. There's only so much I know, but we don't know everything, you know.
If you know how much this embassy is raking in Nigeria on visa fees alone, Ola.
There is no empire or institutions in the world that's set up, including the charity ones. There's none of them that are set up to just do charity like that. They're supposed to bring in something. They're meant to bring in money. They are designed for the CEO to continue to eat free food. None of them are doing you a favor. They're not doing you a favor. If they let you in, it's because they see something, some kind of value in bringing you in.
I think you've articulated it better than me, because you usually talk, with less emotion, and you make it. This is what I was saying. Why do you want me to be grateful for coming here when I'm giving so much back to you? It's a give and take.
Nobody is giving you anything for free anywhere. So if they let you in, Baba Bio, talk, Jerry, I beg.
Ola, beg, I know it's your time, but just give me 30 seconds from your time. I will stop. So I don't forget this point. My brother, US government is with my about $400 plus that I paid just last year for a relative who had an admission to do his master year. I gave him the account sponsorship letter. He told me that there is something they need to pay to the US government. Anybody listening to me on this call that have ever tried to come to the US through school will say they know whatever they call this thing. Right. I paid that money myself, $400 and something plus, I can remember. Yeah. When this guy went to the embassy, all they could tell him was, you are too old for masters at this time. Less than 2 minutes, they threw his application away. As I'm talking to you, that money, where are now? Voice me. So my brother.
For masters.
Auntie B, do you know I started even quarreling with the person that, so can't you even argue with the man? He said, my brother, when I got there, everybody on the queue, all the man was just saying was, is it now you want to go for masters? Next person. Is now you want to go for masters? Next person.
I hear that the interviews in the embassies, they do it in the presence of other people. Listening.
Auntie B, I said I was trying to find out. I said, there's nothing like too old for education.
Yeah.
Why didn't you argue? When he told me this thing, I had to go online and check interview experience. They said it's in Lagos. There's one from US Embassy. See, they can deny you without any reason. I'm telling you. And do you know that this guy even had an emergency interview based on the letter from the school? Yeah, because they really need him.
They so I thought deny you based on the visa officers or the interviewer having a.
That's what I'm saying now.
They can just deny you.
When I was thinking that for them to give you an emergency interview, man, this one don't enter light. Yeah. They don't care. So my brother, let me not take your time. Continue, but I just wanted to spot on your statement that people have wasted money. People continue to waste money. So
they're depositing it in their account.
We lost it now. I lost the $400 and something. I'm talking. It's not refundable. This money is not refundable. Please continue. Sorry for taking some of your time.
Sorry, 10 years ago in the UK, in Nigeria, if the UK denies your visa, they would refund you. I don't know how that stopped. No. They used to refund. No.
If they did?
I was refunded.
If they did, right?
Yeah.
Here's the key thing. If they did, is because ultimately the truth that you don't get to see, it's in their best interest to refund you. I refund in my business, I refund too, because it's in the best interest overall. Things you can't see as a customer for me to refund you. Maybe
most Nigerians don't see it.
Nobody like, listen, if you want to come into this country, the only thing I advise you, if you enter with no paper, you go collect. I'll tell you that one, right? Because I've seen that hands-on, people that struggle for 10-15 years with no papers. But this thing that we call legal, illegal migration, all this kind of stuff, listen, the best of the best talents that this country that I am in right now, United States, Canada, United Kingdom, the best they've seen, they enter illegally. If they didn't enter illegally, they enter through their parents as a dependent illegally. Something happens, somebody did something, or somebody did a favor, right? And but the idea that everybody must go by paper by 1, 2, 3, and it's just not. It's not. At the end of the day, it comes down. It's a quota. Okay, there's a certain number of people that can migrate into a country in any given year. There's a certain number of people that can leave. They find a way to balance it for the ultimate overall benefit of the country. Outside of that,
the question I keep asking: who gave them visa to come to our continent when they came? Who sent them letter of invitation? People keep saying that, we can't keep looking back. Yeah, I understand that we need to look forward. But sometimes we need to reflect.
No, it's good that we go to that, because here's the thing. I'm quite cold with the way I look at the world, right? Very vicious, because I realize that the world is a vicious place. It's a territory thing. Power is not given, it's taken.
It's grabbed.
Yes. And it's going to, if they look like they're about to hand you the power, look closer. There's something else that's coming with it, right? And that's just the reality for as long as there's limited resources. Oh, mini, by mistake.
It's not. It was. The most issue. Otufu girlfriend, Otufu Nigeria lórúkọ.
Tó sọ wá lórúkọ.
Girlfriend, ale.
This is why I talk about power. I don't just talk about relationship. It's not. For me. It's like it's power involved in this. At the end of the day, you have to pay attention to what people care about, both at individual level, but also at a national, international, national, institutional level. People will give you stuff because there's something in it for them. Find out what that thing is, right? You don't have to be at war. You can use it to nurture better relationships. You can use it to build a family structure. You can use it to build nations. You can use it to build institutions, businesses, build a community. If you're going to build a community that's going to serve other people, you still have to pay attention to this, because people will only join you on that cause because there's something in it, either at emotional level or at tangible level. For the most part, emotional, no matter you. Emotional. There's a reason why somebody wants to join you on a cause to go to Naija, to go and give to kids. There's a reason in that. Sometimes they just want to be a part of a major cause. That's an emotional, tangible thing in there for them. Outside of that, so back to this Tiamiyu matter. Listen, this guy, there are many of them out there. There are many at all ages, Auntie B. At all ages. It's not about age, yo. It's not. And what they do is that they tend to set these expectations on other people. They try to do everything by the paper correctly. If you do it this way. And no, you don't have to come in. They will say things. You might even see them on panel say, you don't have to do anything illegally, or like, shut up. You're speaking like somebody who has. You're speaking from a place of privilege. You don't know what you don't know. Some people, this is a survival issue for a lot of people. This is a do or buy issue for a lot of people.
Absolutely.
So you can't judge. You can't say because I was born here, somebody gave you a green card, you won a win lotto. You're sorry, you're running your mouth. If it's not stuff you don't understand, leave it alone. Just leave it alone. You don't have to have opinion on everything. Yeah, but this issue is everywhere, Auntie.
Yeah. Thank you very much. Let's hear what Bill has to say. I think he's at work. You can hang around.
I just got home. I just got home. You know, I walked down. My office is right across the street. So here's the thing. Ola has spoken very well. So I just weak like Dodo because he touched a lot of area.
Yes.
Not be joke. Ola touched a lot of area. I'm even more touched by the last statements he made, which I don't want to expatiate, but I believe everybody has sense to understand that everybody's case is different. This, let us not be acting like because somebody paid the price for you to come to the abroad. Because like I will speak from the United States angle, from what I can tell anybody. In the US here, every generation, somebody paid the price. I'm telling you, even if you like you came here through your father, either your father had paid that price or your grandfather paid that price. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the fact that somebody have paid the price, like me, only God know how I did mine. For instance, if I now fight for a brother or a sister who came here with green card, they will now start talking anyhow to other people. Does that person know the price that I paid, the suffering I went through? So the same way all over the world, when people make that decision to try to cross across by any means, don't try to use your own situation to judge them. Just know that these people, they just have to do what they got to do, right? If you are not a promoter of anything, just keep quiet and watch. That guy who is not talking from the hotel, you can look at it now. You don't need investigative journalists to be able to tell you. Auntie B, if you go back to that his video,
you don't
right now. I don't tell you now. He's inside hotel because he had to leave.
Oh, japa! Oh, japa!
Because of BBC.
So the place is doing his dependency or whatever. Whoever he was dependent on.
Collect Premier in because of BBC.
Yes, now they've told him. They say, "Come on, I better come up for answer. They come beat us for you." And more things begin to, you know, I always tell people when you come to the internet, it takes a lot for you to show yourself, especially on camera. It takes a lot. That's why I'm telling you that even on this platform, there are many persons that will never turn on their camera. Not because they have something to hide, because for you to do that and you speak in public, know that you have some boldness in your background that you don't know who's watching you. Me that's talking here. There's someone in this comment who will say, I know this guy now, way back for Benin or somewhere. Am I making sense? You know? Before you know, there's a way you talk. I say, no, man, I know his history. That was what happened to this guy. A lot of persons that knew him started bringing his history out.
In fact, they brought his report card out.
Yes, now. So when they brought his history out.
Have you seen this police picture?
No.
Hello, sorry, Naija.
Okay, so what is the point? That's what we are saying here. So don't please. For me personally, I have some little mercy and forgiveness for him. Not as if I'm God, but the reason being he's just ignorant. Like our Liberian sister rightly put it, 100%. These people that we pack their YouTube, pack all of them back. Eh?
Is it they'll pack them and say, share
pack them and they share them because any small thing they will just come abroad. They start doing YouTube talking anyhow. I just sometimes when I listen to some of their videos, sometimes I will ask myself, I will say by privilege, I've lived in Asia, Europe, and now America. This way they are describing this abroad, it's not the way I know it, but I'll say, let me keep quiet. So you just come to Canada yesterday. The next thing you become a coach. You know, why are Nigerians behaving like this? In America today, these are things that are still happening here. Somebody gave me name of somebody that was doing some tech training and all that. When I look at the background, I said, this person just started here. Instead of you to face your own work and hide yourself. You understand what I'm trying to say? Instead of you to hide yourself, you have not come to front page. You want to overdo, So he just thought once he heard BBC right now, he said you have been helping people. Which people have you helped? Even if you've even been helping them, is it for free? Don't you pay? Do you know that this guy went on a YouTube video even on top of this matter and told somebody to send him 5 names that he's going to bring them to the UK? Oh, matter. Now, so I look this guy like this.
I 17 years. 17 years. My husband and children. I don't feel brag. Say I go bring somebody come here.
He said they should give him 5 names. I'm not joking, no. On the YouTube channel, I don't want to mention the channel. I just look it like this.
Mrs. Francis told us.
Okay, somebody else said it. Okay, I didn't even know.
I said 10, and then I said no, 10 is too much. Let me bring it down to 5.
5, as if he's not the United Kingdom ambassador.
And he just came yesterday.
He just came yesterday.
Don't be juju with that.
Don't be juju. So I just look. I said, why we?
When we know they invite people very often, right? But last year when I wanted to celebrate my 50th birthday, I decided to invite some friends and family. If you see the paperwork, not be here, we write letter, send paper, send proof of income, send mortgage, send payslip, we carry the thing well. Now you just come, you never even get permanent, you never even get green, yellow card.
Yellow card,
sir. Yellow card.
And now asylum you won't go sick.
You go bring people come here. You Tiamiyu.
He wants to go and seek asylum now because he's not trying to use this issue.
He says he's a global citizen. Citizen of the world. Citizen of the world.
You know? So please, let us try. Well, it's a lesson for all of us.
Asylum, make I tell you, it's a waste of time. They don't go give them. You never know. This same home office, you see that woman face. You know, it's very hard. 9 days.
Yeah.
You don't go give them. You never know them. Jesus.
So please,
I'll send you the link to your Instagram. The link to the photo. Yeah.
I'm looking for it before. Let me go to Instagram, Charlie. Let's see Tiamiyu on police.
So let us try our best possible to hide ourselves. Nigerians, please, because another reason why I'm saying this is if this abroad they have information. If you go to the your United States portal and look at people that get green card yearly based on nationality, you'll be surprised at the result. Nigeria does not even come up top 10 safe.
Ola, why are you like this?
Ola, I've said to me too.
As we will show, you should be able to show you now.
Oh my God.
Hey, yeah, show this back.
This is serious.
Now real policeman.
So, like I was saying, if you go to the US border, you'll be surprised to see nationalities. Let's laugh, Kimi.
Don't mean to laugh.
But they cost Nigerian police. He's the second policeman that I'm coming across that has this kind of character in this country.
I don't mean to laugh, but Tiamiyu.
Police have complex kidney now.
Auntie B.
Yeah.
Auntie B, we are just laughing on this matter. This is the kind of guy, I'm not joking.
They say I saw it for a place of work.
Now they tell you now, if the security people abroad reach out to him, this will be the snitch. He will become a snitch on his own people.
Oh yeah.
You think I'm joking? This is the kind of guy. What are you saying? He will become a snitch on his own people. He will even come and become your friend just to get details from you and sell it out.
Yes, Naim.
That's just the kind of person you are seeing there. You know? All those noise they are making, Nigeria do this, Nigeria do this. What did Nigeria do?
I don't
It's good to be
know. I don't
truthful.
know.
What did we
Almost
do?
somebody don't invest me now when they talk. Not only
Hey?
Nigerians they do. Not
Now,
only
let
Nigerians.
Nigerians, we shall be saying Nigeria. That's why I told you. Go and look at Nigerians don't even know how to look at statistics. Just go online and check, say 2023, based on nationality, how many persons relocated to this country. You're going to see the result.
You're going
to see the result.
People of all nationalities are coming in from time to time.
They're coming
They
from
just
time to
don't
time.
run their mouth online. That's all.
They're not
That's
as loud
all.
as we are. Yeah.
You know, they do what they need to do.
He too, he enjoyed the system. Like, I'm sure he never knew he would japa to the UK. Finally, he's here. That's why a lot of people are feeling that, you know, you are here now with your police. Everybody knows the lot of Nigerian police. And
The other day, Auntie B, the other day they said they kidnapped somebody in Niger State, in Mina. Before you knew it, overnight, American people came in. Eh?
I can't see you in the comment section. You left. Okay, let me share the link because of you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Before you knew it, the American people came in, they saved their person, they left through the upstairs. What's the name of that country? Niger. They left. Did you hear anything fine like illegal immigrant? I mean they enter illegally or anything like that?
Wow.
Do you know what they call sovereign power? Right? Do you know what you're talking about when you're talking about this truth thing? I'm not saying there's no truth. But I'm saying you're a liar. You don't know what the truth is. What I'm saying is that you don't know enough to be able to declare something the truth off of your own filter. You don't know that much.
Please permit me to also make a comment concerning those ladies. Sorry to say, I don't care. I know Auntie B might like them. Those ladies in one station like that, is it?
I beg. Like them.
I don't know. I don't know. But what I'm saying is that the statement made by some of them, I look at this lady. I said, which kind of human being are these? These are the kind of Nigerians that want their people to remain poor. Then they will remain. She was just saying truth. What kind of truth?
Are you talking about Mariah and them?
Yes, thank you. What nonsense?
Mariah yourself, they do power play these days.
As exposed as those ladies claimed exposed.
How are they exposed?
At least they are TV presenters for reputable station. If I understand very well, you know. Okay.
It's YouTube that make them popular.
Yeah. Yes, ma'am. Auntie B, what I'm saying this is that what they were supposed to hammer on. This is an opportunity for Nigerians to set their own cry. Like, for instance, when they call you talk about international student, I was an international student myself, but though not in the US at the time. What you're supposed to emphasize is that, is it wrong to say that people who left their country for better education should have a pathway to remain in that country because they've not only invested economically, they have also demonstrated that they had the ability to contribute to the economy of that country. That's
let me say this, Borabio. There's a reason why there's a pathway instead of their constitution.
Yes.
Right? There's politics that they have to play. Obviously, it falls to one side and the other depending on what part of the path we're in, right? But there's a reason why they keep a little open room for just in case we have a year, we have to let a bunch of people in. Right?
Yeah, you said it all.
Just there's another year we want to close them a little bit. There's a reason why they didn't say truth is truth. Let's just close it. Yes. There's a reason why they do that. Maybe we can start paying attention. Because this is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, I'm talking about the black people in general. Black people suffer. They don't understand power will never be given to you. You take it. It's as simple as that. It just doesn't make sense for anybody to give you power. To do what with? To come and conquer us with? Right?
Right. That US embassy in Lagos and Abuja, I can guarantee you that for everybody that they give visiting visa, they themselves in their heart know that the possibility of that person coming back is very slim. So what they do is that individually, if they see that you have, just like Ola said earlier in his comment, these people, once they see something in you and they know that, well, if you like it, not come back, go contribute. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? You know? They will just give you. You think you are clever. You're not really clever. Oh.
There's something called investor visa. If you get money, you want to come and invest.
All about money. It's just all about money.
Yes, apart from the money too, when they look at your profile, when they're asking you question, they look at your DS-160 form, they have something like educational level.
Yes.
Different kind of questions. They want to know you. They want to see if you have a star. Don't think that they just look at you and it's because I went to US Embassy, I was sharp. You are not sharp. The person is just convinced. I'm telling you now, the person was just convinced that, okay, this one, at the end of the day, even if he japa, he will contribute.
Brother Vio, I'm going to let Brother Patrick talk.
All right, I'll yield back.
There's BBMJ waiting as well. But before that, you know, the only person that I like out of those ladies that I feel, you know, we're kind of kindred spirit, and she thinks along the same line. There's nothing wrong with them. They have their.
It's the Muslim one, right?
I
Let me
respect
guess.
them. The Muslim one.
I knew it. I knew it. But she's a smart girl. She's a smart girl. That's why.
I don't know what her name is. What's her name again? I can't remember her name.
The rest of them are just opinions.
You see, the Muslim one, I like people that stand authentically to speak without he does here, he close my here. If you talk, you go buy. You know.
She's not talking unless she has a case to make. She will actually make the case, not
see
just.
Muslim one where they wear hijab. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Not only she. And they see say, you see all those other ones. I bet we will not talk about them.
Those other ones, they have bad belly for anybody that lives abroad. And let me warn them. Please, they can stop this session. We don't like you people. Morayo and Co. I'm not joking. I've been watching you people. It's not because of this particular show. Anytime they're talking about people living abroad, it's like you people have one kind of bad blood. People left now. What is your problem? You people will start saying bad thing about people abroad. They go to abroad. Last time you people did a show, they go to abroad and work. What is your concern? They never leave the work for now. The work you people are working in that station. Did you forget it through merit? You forgot that stupid job because either your husband is Tinubu friend or you are related. Useless people. So you people will come on the national TV and start talking anyhow.
But I be on the vessel. You really
Voila. I don't lie. Those women, apart from that one, sorry to say, one or two of them, I've been watching her.
Now she come from?
Anything people abroad, she will be doing as if they pay her for body. One nonsense. The working people get in Nigeria, no merit, nothing. And no, Oga, give me letter. Then you are there talking anyhow. People work at their home.
Okay, you know who got the TV station now?
Auntie B, even if no be that TV, the world me no say that place na contacts, all of them they there. So instead of to hide yourself, you be talking anyhow. Do you think it's easy to come to the abroad and get a job? This place we don't know any goddamn anybody. I've never begged for job in this United States. I sit in this computer, I send my CV. Millions send their CV. If they like me, they take me based on my qualification. They don't like me, they reject me. I waka. You people are there talking anyhow. If you don't hear people are abroad, you start talking anyhow. That particular lady, I don't know what is your problem. I be your former boyfriend come abroad.
Bio don't vessel.
Which particular lady? Which particular lady?
That one where don't make makeup yesterday where be like saying capital I do makeup.
She be Igbo, I be not from the north.
You say?
She be Igbo, I be from this girl is Igbo from the north.
I'm telling no, you can't be.
I don't know their name. I know there's one that's from the north.
Because if I talk, they'll say maybe not because Auntie B can't talk that one. That's the first person I don't like. That lady where they wear a jar like this.
Yes.
Right,
that lady. May God bless her. That lady, I sure say she get the work normally.
I get sense out of all of them. The rest, the rest of them, they don't get sense.
No one you come collect like this,
their level of thinking is. One day, you know, the day when I start to when they talk start to piss me off.
Yes.
They talk about marriage and
right.
younger women marrying younger women.
And to be mute, Miss Mabel.
Now they were talking about Bio. You don't make us change the subject now.
No, Auntie B, please. I not change the subject. The reason why I'm saying this.
About marriage
go ahead
in
first.
Nigeria and older men, older women, and younger men. If you see what all of them talk around, you should see the way they are bashing older
I
women
mean
and
so.
marry younger men.
Eh.
Who are these people? Where are you people from? Are you in this century? Do you live in this world? Or you live in your tiny corners in Nigeria
Don't
and you
mind
just
them.
make this state? Are you all right? Anyway,
We
let's
don't want them, oh, because it's not only because of all those in Arizo. I'm still using it, extending it to people in Nigeria that have so much bad blood for people abroad. I've seen that when you work out some office, even banks sef for Nigeria, if any soldier made them no say come for abroad, they will be doing as if somebody went there abroad offended them. I don't know why some human beings are like that in that country. I don't know why. They have such a bad blood for people abroad. What do we do now? We come to abroad, everybody come.
now. Airport, Bio, calm down. Now airport for the start. Airport, now there the hostility. The last time when I go, I asked them. I engage them. I say, we were with the abroad. What you will do now?
What do we do now?
I say, you always make it so hard for us to come home. I say, at the airport already, I'm feeling the hostility. What do we do now? What do we do now? I own Nigerian passport. Now they check me 4 different places for Moritala Mohammed Airport with my Nigerian passports. When you come abroad with your British, American, Canadian passport, not one person go check you. You go breathe in, enter. I said, what do we do now? No, so I beg, Bio, leave my town. No be today, brother Patrick. Welcome, uncle. We appreciate you, sir.
Bio, thank you for allowing me. Bio,
yes, sir.
Bio the best.
Brother Patrick, no, I say, I go wash my face because I hate that. Thank you, sir.
My mind. Anytime I watch that show, it is only that lady that says the right thing. All other people are just, I don't know how to describe it. Sometimes I feel like calling in. But you know, the program is recorded. So I just leave them as these people, let them. Yeah, concerning the guy that spoke about the japa or whatever.
Tiamiyu.
Yes, I just.
Why are you trying to remind us of his name?
I shake my head for this generation. I tell you. Don't be all lenient and they watch for outside.
Yes.
How many people done the japa? My senior sister, she's been in America for more than 50 years. The first son is 40 plus. Those people came in here as students, and they are doing well. This you know they complain. Why Nigeria go put them for their head? They go talk about people with jackpot. What's your own business about that? When then they use people head, they come Nigeria. Now today they start up. They use Lori. You know what I mean?
I'm Oye. I'm Oye. Yeah.
People have been doing this and they come here to better their life. Somebody just come here, begin to talk. How many Indians? America, yes, you have a business. You can bring in people. Who cares?
Yeah.
How many Indians they here? They bring themselves here. All those programmers, they are paying money to bring themselves here.
They will bring the whole of that village. Nobody will know.
And if you know as are the best of Britain, we are not supposed to even to get in visa. Visa for where?
Exactly. Thank you, Brother Patrick. Thank you.
These people, I don't go England. What's in there?
I wonder.
I just come my passport. It's nonsense. Why are we getting visa to this place? That not be them colonize us.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about? People are coming here to better their life.
It's cool behavior, basically. It's just cool behavior because
that's like, what is this guy talking about? What have we got to gain with that? Other countries, they bring themselves. Even now, I just shake my head. Oh my God! All this generation, everything they could just open their mouth, they talk too fast.
Patrick, I don't think this guy is even this generation. Have you seen his police picture?
I don't know. He's a stupid guy. He's a stupid guy. What does he do in England, or where is he? Where is he at?
He's a dependent. He came as a dependent.
What does he do? Who cares about that? coming to school is an investment.
He didn't come to school. I think it's somebody that is coming to school brought him. It's not even the one that is coming to school. That's the worst part.
I have a lot of students that came in here with a student visa, and they get up getting a job there because they are smart. A lot of Nigerians. The company will sponsor them.
Sorry, but Patrick, the point of this conversation is look at what's his name, Dr. Emeka, right? Dr. Emeka, yes, it's a real reason why people talk are diplomatic when they talk. There's a real powerful reason behind it, not because they're a punk, right? Dr. Emeka is not being a punk for not just opening his mouth and say, they are coming here to come. It's not like he's dumber, right? The person who is dumber.
When Farage was asking him about how Nigerians, why don't they stay over there? You stay in your poor country. Did you hear his response?
Yeah, he first of all addressed the poor country first. So the idea, for those that are listening to me, the idea is not that on GDP on paper that you're wrong, that Nigeria is poor. That's not the problem, okay? The problem is
why do you allow people to change their status when they come abroad? If there's the need for you to change your status, they will allow it. You can come in as a student and change your status.
Yeah.
Through work, through marriage, through anything.
Yeah, because they don't want you to take that resource. They don't want you to take that talent, take it back.
We have a lot of smart Nigerians, doctors, engineers, lawyers, like, what is this guy talking about?
Yeah.
People are not just coming here for their own self, like you guys rightly said, for their family, for their kids to have a good education.
You want people to come and pay 15,000 pounds.
Just because you now get lecturer when you know too much.
People will come and pay 15,000 pounds.
Then they can't go online, can't go to do school online.
One day. No, you know if you work one day, but now they collect the money.
Yeah.
And you guys feel privileged because they let you not come. Now they talk, say, hey, is there? Well, these people, they don't make me vessel.
How many Americans can boast of $5,000 in their account, or British citizen 5,000? Where they don't want to touch.
If you come here and you commit a crime, right, and they take you to jail to serve your time, after serving the time, right, they will actually give you an option to fight to stay with immigration thing before they decide to deport you back. If they are playing that holiness stuff, if they are not playing power play, right? If they are playing that holiness stuff with you, do you think they will give you option? They will just carry you go now, right? But the reason why they don't just carry people go is because if you've gone through their system that way, number one, you can stay in jail and continue to serve them for pennies.
Yeah.
Number two, you can become better and become a valuable resident of this place. Is based on the number of people. Ideally, on paper, everything else being equal, they want, if they can fit you, they want all of you here because the more powerful the country is. Are you paying attention?
Ola, do you know how much 15,000 pounds is today? The exchange rate pounds to naira today is 761 naira.
Okay.
1 pound is 761 naira, and that's even less than how much it is to change it from naira to pounds.
Yes.
Do you understand? If I'm converting naira to pounds, we are talking about 15 million naira for one person. That's tuition fee alone. Not
accommodation never did there. Insurance never did there.
Not food where you go shop, not insurance, not so many things, the council tax and all the plenty bills where you go pay. One person, just one person.
Auntie B, thank you very much. You guys, I appreciate it.
Brother Patrick, sir.
Thank you, Brother Patrick.
I appreciate you, sir. God bless you.
Yes, sir.
Shola, what is that lady name? There was a lady that was supposed to be vice president to somebody that there was a record that came out in the US. She was a senator. She filed for her own blood brother years back.
Oh, and that's what they use against her, right?
Yeah. I mean, we
Who's
don't
that
need to mention her
person?
name here just so that the video will not be flagged or whatever. But what I'm saying is,
Okay.
there was someone who was coming out for VP.
Yes.
She was already a serving, what do you call it, senator before, or something like that. So what happened was that they dig into her history and found out that years back she married her own blood brother so that he can get green card.
Of course she did.
Now, what am I trying to say? I'm not saying this to condemn her. I'm trying to let you know that people have been doing stuff.
They do what they have to
Nigeria
do.
Different.
They
That's
do what they have to
me.
do. It's called loopholes. If there's loopholes in your paperwork and we can take advantage of it,
yes,
we will take advantage of it. That's
And
part
we are
of what they use when the politics come in. I know what you're saying. When politics come in, they dig in and they find that they will use it against you, and it's all fair game. Because but because they will find your own too to use against you, while everybody else is like, oh, but that was just so wrong. They're not talking about that wrong stuff. That's not what they're talking about.
And another thing, they even set it like in the US now. Even when they give people conditional green card for that thing for 2 years, they know what they are doing. They want you to go and suffer with that partner for 2 years. If you can survive it, we will remove the condition for you. It's a price that you need to pay. So when you go and marry that person, where they know that person a kilometer, after I deal with you for 2 years, you will value that thing. So you think they just wrote that thing like that? So what I'm trying to say is that
Tiamiyu never thought he would come abroad. He never thought so. He never thought so. When it happened, that's why when BBC already checked him out. They saw all the videos he's doing and everything. And if you look at, when I saw I didn't watch the whole video, obviously. I don't get time for that. The little clip that I saw on social media, the way the narrative started, light action, meet
Camera light action.
camera light action.
He was so happy.
This is that is giving immigration that is telling people how to migrate to the UK and say, buy. Buy mo cotton so mo ipe won ti en bu eni mo oponu mo. You think they are featuring on BBC? You don't know.
that guy go set himself for failure. Sorry to say.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Bibi, you've been waiting. Thanks for your patience, my darling. We're rounding up now. 3
Good
hours
afternoon.
done. I've got work tomorrow. Welcome, darling.
Good afternoon, Auntie B.
Hi,
good afternoon
BB.
to you. Good afternoon. Hey,
I greet you especially.
Auntie B, how are you doing? My
I'm
starlight
good,
Auntie.
thank you. I am all right. Thank you, my love. What do you have to say?
I think first and foremost, this is an example of not all the time press is good press, because this is what this guy did. He had an opportunity of 15 minutes of fame, and he really doused it. He doused it with a lot of cold water, because now it's coming back to haunt him. That's one thing. Another thing is, excuse me for saying this, but I think it's a way of starting a conversation that downplays what is going to happen on the 29th. And
you are the second person to say that, you know.
Because when everybody is talking about this, and that means there's less attention given to the main thing happening.
Why do they want attention away from what's happening?
Well, because if everybody's talking about this, well, first and foremost, the students are going to be worried, and it's not just students in the UK, because once the UK starts talking about it, other countries that have students will start looking into their immigration policies, will start looking at how it's going to affect Nigerians. It's going to affect how price of schooling, tuition will probably go up. Students that don't have money will start clamoring and wanting to come back home or something like that. So I just feel it's an international way of diverting the conversation away from the bad press, which is what the Nigerian press doesn't want. The Nigerian press doesn't want that much attention on them in Nigeria right now, because what they're supposed to be reporting on, they're not totally reporting on, which is the ills that is going on within the Nigerian community back at home. And so now this has come up. Okay, let's talk about this. And then the people back at home are going to be saying, you see, they all go out there and this is what they do. If they all behave themselves, it would not have happened. But at the end of the day, what you do not know is what affects one Nigerian in the diaspora in a way boomerangs around lots of people. And this guy has just dug himself bad in the hole. The bad thing, the good thing this is going to do now is it is going to project all the good that happens outside Nigeria within the Nigerian community. And if you think about it, we are some very smart cookies in every sphere of life. They are very brilliant. This is the graduation season in the United States, and I'm sure in other parts of the world. And believe me, the applause of Nigerians topping the class, being valedictorians, doing great things, looking out for you, just amassing good news for Nigeria is so wonderful to hear that. I personally decide not to hear things like Tiamiyu. I know a school in my community that the Nigerians in that community or the Nigerian kids going there just to high school are doing so well and to be that every year when they have new freshmen, 15% of the people coming in are reserved for Nigerians. No questions asked because of how good the kids are. So Tiami doing this is a disfavor for him. But at the same time, it's something for us to like pick up and brush it off. I am proud. Oh my goodness. I wear my black like a beautiful gown. And I am quick to tell you that I speak it well because everybody, believe it or not, like 85% of Nigerians do go to school. It's not just anybody that comes out here because it's a lot of money. So when we come out here, we do not just do well, we excel excellently well too.
Why didn't this articulate all these things that you are saying? Why do you think it was saying that nobody needs a 15,000 pounds education?
Because Auntie B, the sugar rush in his head decided not to allow him to think. He had a sugar rush in his head.
Oh my God, he has a sugar rush.
Yes, the sugar rush in his
like
head.
This is BBC.
Yes.
This is not BBC Hausa. This is not BBC Yoruba.
No, Yoruba. He got carried away.
This is the real BBC. London.
Imagine in his head, a policeman. I am on a pedestal right now.
I've arrived.
I have arrived. They will hear me from the village that it is me that gave the interview. So the sugar rush in his head did not allow him to think. And this is to tell, look, whenever anybody approaches you, because you can be approached by a person anywhere, calm down.
Yes.
Take the time down. Smell around you. Then articulate your words nicely and properly. Because this could happen to anybody. They could approach anyone. But you see, he got that pedestal and just slammed himself dunk on the floor.
Somebody says all the lights and cameras that the BBC brought. That's what confused him.
You know, I'm interested in that part of the conversation.
They say that the lights and the camera of BBC don't confuse the gospel.
No, now the company where the first man, the first man company.
You never see all those plenty lights.
When the ferry get the first man company.
They take lights for Now they make everybody, they abuse everybody who come from Oshogbo now. You see?
Wahala. I'm interested in that part of the conversation about the 29th, BB, right?
Yeah.
So can you elaborate on that? You talk about when you say 29, you talk about the inauguration that's going on in Nigeria.
I'm talking about the inauguration because if Nigeria is painted in a bad light, believe me, there's no credibility that is coming with the 29th as to who.
I don't see any connection in it.
I'm struggling with that.
I just feel it's a conversation about Nigerians and Nigerians being painted in bad light internationally.
So my question, right?
Yeah.
My question for you, BB, is what side is agending this? Is it Nigerian in Nigeria or the UK that's doing this agenda?
I think it's international press.
But you remember what Kichi Konosia said? A friend of ours here, my very loved friend, beloved, former colleague as well. This has been on the pipeline. You know when this video was recorded, it's not
Auntie B, it's not going to go away anytime soon.
Yeah, because but you're assuming that because the people that, I'm not saying that you're not right, I'm not ruling it out, but I can't see it because remember, this is not something that video could have been recorded a month ago.
Okay,
Do you know that?
Why did they choose to bring it out now, regardless of when it was recorded?
I don't think it. Personally, I don't think it's connected.
Yes, I see where you're coming from.
He contributed
No,
from what she said because even the guy
everybody's
indicated
going to talk
that
about
it was
it
not
now.
supposed to be released as at when it was released.
So we're talking about the 20. Wait, we're talking about the 29th, right?
I agree.
This Tiamiyu story will be dead in 2 days.
You think
24 hours?
I know so. It's a fact.
Okay. I agree
24 hours.
I agree with you.
And sorry for the strong language I used.
No, you're right. You're right. I so agree with you. But think about this. What other story is going to come about Nigeria?
You, Edochie.
You, Edochie.
Trust me, this is what we do, okay?
Bibi, it's like you don't know what is happening. Did you see that video? This made me laugh.
I saw it with the stomach. The stomach.
No, not the stomach. You know what happened? You know, because they're always trying to grab the limelight because they are trending, you know, and they're always trying to grab the limelight, but they miscalculated. They didn't know that Tiamiyu is going to happen.
Tiamiyu is popping right now today.
You know the one that made me laugh? One man said that he's been enjoying fame as Yul Edochie's look-alike. That he's been enjoying it. Everywhere he goes, everybody respects him because he looks like Yul Edochie. But lately, the thing is backfiring. Doesn't like
it's not working.
You see, I want to disassociate myself. I was laughing. I laughed in my belly was paining me. Nigerians are so freaking funny.
No, honestly, the Nigerians are super talented, beautifully intelligent.
The man probably looks like Yul Edochie. Honestly, he does. Let me find his video and show you guys. You see what I'm saying?
You know, Bibi, that part of the conversation, I agree with you 100%, right? That Nigerians are talented. Where we're missing, not just Nigerians, black people all around the world is
people all around. Oh my goodness.
Where we're missing. What we're missing out on is understanding how power works, right? We can read books, and how to use it when it comes, right?
Use it as well, because it's not all the time that it needs to be. You need to strike it hot. Sometimes you need to read the room, understand your environment, and then know when to project it, and then it becomes a viable thing for you. It's not all the time that we need to come out and we have to flag the flag and let it sit. You just need to understand your audience and everybody.
Read the room.
Read the room. Being has an audience and knows and has an opportunity at every point in time. It's just when to use it, how to harness it, and then boom, you blow.
Yep.
He decided to blow, but he blew negatively.
That's the guy. You know? This is the guy I was telling you.
This is you. He can shave his face off now. It won't look like him anymore.
No, just look at the guy. The way he was making the complaint, legitimately making complaint. Let me just play so that you guys can laugh while we round up this show.
This nigga, man.
I'm not happy because before now.
He's even stretching his voice.
Yul Edochie's goodwill so much.
He said he enjoyed the goodwill so much.
Before now, whenever people see me on the highway, they tend to always keep hailing me and celebrating that I'm Yul Edochie. To the extent that whenever I am flying on the highway, both police, road safety, customs.
If impersonation was a person,
have a custom, no.
Kind of Buchalfa now.
It was speaking in between. Very sweet.
Lately, since you started his marriage or relationship with Judy, things are beginning to fall apart for me. Now, instead of people celebrating me on the way, I never me interrogate. And I'll brief and chaw.
I don't like it. Is it?
Maybe me for y'all. It may be me fair.
Fair.
Enough for people to know that really I am not Yul Edochie. We look alike, but Abram Yul. Understand? Because lately, even while I was returning from Enugu yesterday, the police officer stopped me and was saying, "Yul, if you're in a mad rum, what you're doing is not good. What you're doing is not good." So, of all women, you went and chose somebody's wife. You know, so something like that. On a Kazemaro. So I'm stating this for the world to know that I broke Yul.
I'm not Yul.
I broke Yul.
Wow. You understand? And y'all, if you are watching,
it
may be me fair. It may be me fair so much, and I'm not happy about it.
Otibino, Olobino.
I've never seen someone with impersonation. Impersonate with food chest.
Yeah, that's my market for us.
I'm not your.
No, but
Wow.
but actually, see, this is an example of somebody reading the room and using his opportunity in a positive
Right.
way.
He was telling y'all, I'll tell you are spoiling this market for me.
Wow.
And thank you so much for bringing this out.
I like
Thank
you.
you. Thank
God
you
bless
for
you, my
highlighting this. Have a good afternoon, everyone. Uncle
Take
Ola,
care.
Uncle
Take care,
Bill,
BB.
bye.
Yeah.
Take care, BB. Take care, bye.
Wow.
Auntie B, let me also leave you guys now. So,
All right,
just
thank
go
you,
back.
Bio.
Pardon my.
Brother Bio.
Yeah, so Mona, pardon my vessology because smarting, I didn't want to change the topic, but it get
When
weird.
you dey passionate, your
Some
passion,
things they affect me. I just dey look their scenes. Auntie B, I dey look those
You
people
don't get
since.
them for mind. You don't get them for mind.
I don't get them for mine. When I just look Insta post, Instagram, what they call on Naija, Instagram. I just saw this lady picture. I just click on. She was just pouring that nonsense. I said, what kind of bitterness? I think people don't comment here. I don't want to believe that they still have opportunity to change. If they not change, we they watch them. We not say me they like us. They not like us. We not like them. Maybe they did their lay. All right. I'll be watching from the YouTube. Yeah.
Bio.
All right. I get you, bros.
Yes, sir.
Thank
bro.
you. Thank you so much, Brother Bio. We appreciate you. We love your passion. You bring it 100%. When you are passionate, everybody gonna say you dey passionate. You know care. I like that.
Yes, so. You go drag people with the.
He go drag them when you need to drag them. Go drag them. Don't care. Yeah, the Kennedy that day he was not funny at all. Your friend.
Mr. Man. Bio. Now what?
I saw somebody a comment earlier on. Somebody created they created a YouTube account with the name Ekene, aka APC Bishop.
Right, somebody came to my platform to comment with that name.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that. Somebody was in our chat with Ekene APC Bishop. There's a lot of crowd here. It's a lot of people that are trolling.
You're not welcome. And the person was already dragging you, babe. Are you saying illegal? When you were saying that,
Oh, here on this stream. I saw somebody say Mr. Man something about illegal. I'm not sure. So that was APC Bishop. APC Bishop. Wahala.
APC Bishop and Kenneth put into together.
It's
okay.
That's
all right. Last line. All right. Everybody.
Yeah. The person said truth, not truth.
I like what you were saying about how we need to have not being socially awkward, but being appropriate, especially when you are talking to a very big audience like the BBC on social media.
Yes. Not for me, for your own good. Because you will drag your own self inside issues that you don't understand, that you won't be able to control, like Tiamiyu in the last 24 hours. Because that's one of the things that Freeze was telling him, like, you can't fight media, and when you get on this platform, like, even you and I, Auntie B, right? Content creators, right? Sometimes, because we're talking so much, at the end of the day, more than an average person, sometimes you miss even though you are trying to
your feelings.
Yes, it's just normal. So I saw somebody comment earlier, like, people don't understand when people say no comment. They say no comment because it's their.
They don't want to yarn pata.
Yeah, the reason why they say everything you say when police stop you, right, and they read you your rights, you have the right to remain silent. There's a reason for that, because they have to, because it's been used against them in the past when they don't tell the right, maybe a couple of 100 years ago. So now they tell you have the right to shut up if you want to, because anything you say, you can collect, So a lot of people just say the truth is not truth. No, truth is not truth. You're a liar, okay? Because you don't know what you're talking about. Even including yourself, you don't even know yourself that much. So when you're about to overreact, they say, calm down. You don't have to say you don't have to say anything. Because once you say something, ẹ̀yin lọ̀rọ̀, Yorùbá sọ pé ẹ̀yin lọ̀rọ̀. right? To bá ti jábọ́ funny, you can't put it back together.
Absolutely.
My wife taught me that a long time ago because my mouth too, you can't tell. My mouth, because when I say certain things, I try to take it back because I was caught up in my feelings. You can't take it back.
Absolutely.
So no, truth is not truth. Truth has all kind of shades, particularly because you are saying you are speaking the truth, and I can tell that there's a lie in what you are saying. But the fact that you can't see that there's other perspectives to what you are saying, it tells me that, like in good faith, you lose credibility instantly. Because at the very minimum, you should be willing to say, hey, some people see this thing I'm seeing in a different way. Right? It's not, I always say it's not about right and wrong. We know right and wrong. No Bible. We have more than enough of that around us. We have moral standards. We have more than enough of that. You're not going to teach me that thou shalt not steal or cheat or lie. You're not going to teach anybody either. They all know. There's a reason why they're choosing to do something considerably, you might be right, that is wrong. You need to pay attention to why did this person, a person of noble character, a person that's trying to do the right thing, why did they choose to opt in for something that's obviously wrong?
And when it comes to this immigration one, whereby people are selling up and jackpying,
people are walking through the Sahara Desert.
You even mentioned it now. I mean, you see our brothers in the Sahara Desert. He was trying to share light. This is a very touchy subject for a lot of people. It's something that you should be very, very, very careful.
I know people that are being here for 15, 17 years. They still don't have money to do things legally, right? You now see just nonsense just because you think you're on that pedestal, you're holier than thou than everybody. No, you're not. Because the people that you're submitting to, the powers that be, right? They're not thinking of it like that with you. If Trump is sitting on the pedestal and saying people should not come into our country, it's because he knows you're a sucker and you will fall for it. Trump does not care like that. He doesn't care like that. It's because he knows that there's a followership. There's people that follow him that they don't hear anything else. They just want to hear that and just run with it. He knows that they're dumb enough people to follow that politics. Somebody said earlier that there are politics. All of this is politics.
It's politics. It's all politics.
All of it is politics.
It is.
Am I saying you should do the wrong thing? No. I'm saying make sure you understand what you're talking about before you go on a media platform and start running your mouth. There's a good chance that you don't know what you're dealing with. At the very minimum, just take it easy. Tiamiyu, okay, I'm all right.
At least he's trending. A lot of people know him. All publicity is publicity, right?
But they are throwing threats at him left and right because this is people's livelihood.
Yes, this is serious. It's very, very serious because people are literally, they pay their fees, they are waiting for their visas, and you go out there and to tell the authorities that, they are not even coming for school. It's just a route for them to
like their priorities change was the land. First of all, you're generalizing. Second of all, yes, priorities can change. That's allowed when they land, when they realize. We were talking about that a few weeks ago.
What is your own priority here, right? That you went to collect a hotel room to do video, to on lights? Has your priority not changed? From sitting down in your corner and making YouTube videos every day to make YouTube video on how to enter a bus in the UK. Right. Now you're on BBC and you went to collect hotel room. Has your priority not? It's simple things like that.
Yeah.
Your priority has changed because now you don't want us to see that you don't have a good environment to make your videos. That's why when you were making the apology, you were in a hotel room.
He wanted to apologize, but you're apologizing for something you don't understand. That's something I always say too. Don't be so quick to tender apologies. Maybe you should take your time. Take time off. Your apologies, if you don't understand what you're apologizing for, we're going to detect that it's not authentic. You will say things like, they're making me feel that way. Maybe I should just apologize. People are offended when you speak the truth. When you say things like that, when I speak the truth, people are offended. So let me just apologize. You're better off keeping that apology in your pocket.
After granting an interview to say that you can't speak the truth, or you step on people's toes when you're sharing the truth or something like that along
Uh-huh.
that line. You granted an interview. You see, he was so quick to grant an interview when the matter was trending. That's the one that even made people know that
Yeah, he jumped on
actually
Freeze
what you
platform.
did was not bad enough. Now you are still sitting down on another YouTube platform to be yarning up dust. You are yarning up on top of the one you've done. Okay, we'll reason your matter.
Right. The other thing I want to say on this last thing, when you are on the extreme, there are people on the extremes, right? They want you to pick a side. That's just how people work. They want you to remember we were talking here the other day about picking sides, fence and stuff like that. People generally want you to pick a side. That's just how people work, right? So if you're not on this, are you on this side? Are you on that side? So there was a guy on the other platform, on Free's platform, and he was like, "Why are you apologizing for speaking the truth?" See, that's a guy on the other extreme. He's telling you, like, dude, pick a side. Are you apologizing or you are speaking quote unquote the truth? So there's nowhere you want to run to if you're going to be that person who is speaking from both sides of your mouth when you don't understand what you're dealing with. They will push you away.
Somebody said that he doesn't even know anything.
Law.
Jones said he doesn't even know anything about UK law and immigration before he opened his dustbin mouth to speak. Chubby dustbin mouth.
Yeah.
Egbami. Chineke.
Yeah, Bumi says if I hurt you, if you're going to say if I hurt you, you're better off waiting. If you don't understand what you did wrong yet, you're better off just heaven is not going to fall out of the skies. Just wait so you understand. You might just choose like, no, I'm not apologizing. I don't feel like I did anything wrong. That's fine too. But people will know what side you stand on. They will at the very minimum they will respect you for standing on your square. But I don't know. People are just offended right now. I don't know. I didn't come here for like. No wonder. Maybe you shouldn't have gone on that show. It's like no wonder you're confused. You know. That's be a apology.
Next time, when you get somewhere,
Yes. Yes.
That's what Yoruba says. You
That is. Yes. Yes. Oh, yo.
First of all, just match it small.
Take it easy.
You just got here. You know nothing about these people.
Oh, there's no such thing as racism. It's just these people are sensitive, right?
Okay.
Did you ask somebody about? You asked somebody. Was it a Kenyan? You asked somebody like, "Is Oyibo people your superior?"
I did.
Was it a Kenyan?
Yes.
It was him, right?
Yeah, I did. He said yes.
I remember hearing that. He said yes, they are my superior. I'm like, hey. Obsession with right and wrong when you're obsessed. Anything to just make a point. But anyway, that's me, Pele. I thought I was come and hang out with you today. Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed this. Thank you, man of Prestige.
This was good. It's good stuff. Yeah, good stuff. I suspected this was gonna last this long, but you try, Pele.
I have work tomorrow. Now I have to move the show out to tomorrow because I can't. I don't have strength like you to Friday. I can't. Tomorrow I got to take the day off. So yeah, and I have work tomorrow. So thank you so much, Ola. I appreciate
All right.
you.
We'll talk soon. Obodo fam.
Right.
Later.
Yes.
Yep.
Guys, you guys know Ola. Give it up for Man of Prestige. Follow Man of Prestige. Oh, it's too much. Wisdom tikboju. Okawe gone you. Alakowe ni. Ola is a teacher. And he teaches us all the time. Thank you so much, Man of Prestige. Thank you, Mrs. Francis. I appreciate you for joining us. I know you had to go because obviously you've got babies that need you. I do appreciate that. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thanks, everyone. Give us a thumbs up if you haven't done so. The conversation was so heated, I didn't have time to check the likes. The likes are not a lot. We had over 1,000 people throughout the show, but the likes are not even up to 600. The lessons are there. I don't need to even, there's a lot to learn. And just be careful. I think the most fundamental lesson for me is that when you go to a new land, be careful, observe, watch, learn, take notes. Don't be quick to give opinions because you know nothing. You don't. You think you know, but you don't. You really don't. And all you YouTubers that are busy, once you get here, you become content creators. It's okay. You can create content, but be careful. Remember what we said the other day? They are watching. They are listening. They are taking notes. Tiamiyu was not just somebody that they followed him, they watched his videos, they saw everything he was doing before. The BBC invited him. So if you like, go and put yourself out there. Okay? Go and commit yourself because you want to do YouTube videos to advise people. You are not an immigration expert. Stay in your lane. Be careful what you are sharing on social media. It's not on YouTube alone. Any social media, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, name it. Be careful. When you relocate, just shut up. Please shut up. In the first 1 to 3, 4 years, be quiet. Find your level. I bet even get your permanent resident before you open your mouth to be giving people advice. What do you know? What do you know? Olodele, you see Tiamiyu, he's a victim of ignorance. And he thought that he knows so much because he came as a dependent, he's here, he's seeing how people are getting student visa and everything, and he decided that, okay, now I'm an expert. No, you are not. You seen this? You see how the BBC, they used you, Tiamiyu, they used you. You think you're smart, but you're not. Because that BBC man, I can see the way he was talking to you. Britico people, yeah. We don't live with them 17 years. We don't work with them. We don't carry our children go the same school where they go. We know them well. Now, please and thank you. They'll finish your life. You just say they'll be your friend. You go, they download everything to them. You don't see how you play out now. Be careful. Ilẹ̀ ń yọ̀. Ṣàrọ̀ra máa tẹ̀lé yẹn bó ṣe ń lọ. Ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ dé nìyẹn. Oh man, nothing. You know nothing. You still got a long way to go before you even get your indefinite leave. They're asking you about your citizenship. You say, I'm a citizen of the world. No, you are a citizen of Nigeria. You are a policeman. You don't have no citizenship. So be careful. Just be careful. I hope other YouTubers will learn. Content creators, if you're on social media, be careful. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Give us a thumbs up. Appreciate all my guests and all the people that joined me tonight. This is a much needed conversation. Like Kitty Konosio said, and the Honey Babe was the one that started that conversation about how we need to do more. If you see that there are petitions, you can even start one. You don't need to wait for me. Or, you start one. Go, whatever it's called, petitions to stop the UK government from banning dependent. Start it as an international student. People will sign it. They will listen. You can do something. We need to be involved. It's very, very important. We need to stop feeling, gratitude for spending over 15 million naira to come here to study. You are here, like Ola said, because there's a value you are bringing in. There's something they're getting from you. So stop feeling, hey, they gave me visa, hey, you are dancing. You don't know. You might finish that master, say you cannot get job. Do you know how long you have to work to get that money back? You think it's going to be easy? Count all the expenses that you will do. 15 million is just school fees, 15,000 pounds. We're not talking about rent. We're not talking about other expenses, bills and everything. You pay taxes. You know how long it will take you to make that money back? Or you think you get here and you buy a house in 3 months? Or 1 year? Okay. You never know. You go learn, like Sierra Leoneans will say. You go learn. Sit down, look na dog name, Jom. I believe you. Sit down, look na dog name, and all of you saying that they will give him asylum. UK is one of the hardest places to get asylum, especially if you're from Nigeria. Go and check their records. They know they give Nigerians asylum. UK, their immigration policy is harsh, very harsh. You know, she said today na 6 months visa they give. Americans are giving 5 years visa, 10 years. UK, 6 months. So you think they will give him asylum? It is well. Thank you so much, everybody. Give us a thumbs up. So the show I was meant to do tomorrow, I've pushed it to Friday because I can't do it tomorrow. I got to rest. So yeah, not tomorrow. On Thursday, I'll be back. And I wanted to talk about Yol and Judy, and what GBL said about, the things that happened recently. So that will be on Friday now. I've moved it to Friday. So join me on Friday night. That's our next show. And then on Sunday, I've got Ify and Emeka coming to talk to us about money. We all need money, right? Yeah. How to get, money from side hustle, making money outside your job. It's not only your 9 to 5 job. How can you get extra money? This is legitimate extra money, not anything illegal. So I've got a couple, they're husband and wife, Ify and Emeka, on Sunday. If you haven't heard about it, I'm telling you now, please make it a date. It's going to be super, super exciting. We're going to learn how to do this online business that will help your life. It will help my life as well, because I'm willing to learn, because I like money. I don't like being broke. So I'll take tomorrow off to rest, and then I'll see you guys on Friday. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate all my callers and you in the comment section. Rabio, God bless you. Thank you, Ola. Thank you, Mrs. Rances. Please subscribe to Man of Prestige. His name is Man of Prestige on YouTube. He's one of our brothers here, and he always brings it 100%. And Mrs. Rances as well is a YouTuber. Just put Mrs. Rances and please subscribe and follow them. And I will see you on Friday night. Thanks a lot for watching. I love you. I appreciate you. Bye, guys. Bye. Bye, guys. Thank you, Man of Prestige. Thank you so much. I will join you. Let me know when you are doing that show. Yeah? Okay. Bye, guys. I am sweating, no, because I set ring light now. See, I set ring light, so I set ring light. Now make I sweat. Make an offer now, because the ring light said they bring it. Say na summer we dey. Thank you, everybody. See you on Friday. I know they set the ring light on Friday. No ring lights. Oh dear. Bye, guys. Oh dear.